Hey, hi everyone. I'm Sean, and welcome to Late Night Nostalgia, retro reels and games here. I was gonna be playing Split Fiction with my kiddo, and then she texts me and says, "Hey, I have this thing called homework, so she had to postpone it. So I'm okay, fine. Be a nerd, whatever. You're no fun. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I said okay, so I postponed the stream. Originally, we were going to come on at 9:30, but I thought we'd just come on here and do some GTA here. Let's see. What's new? Oh, I did see. I saw Snow White today. That was interesting. Um, gosh, let's see. Review. Not the worst movie I've ever seen. It still filled me with rage, and I'm upset. And F Disney and F Rachel Ziegler and F what they did. There's a lyric in one of the songs, the "Whistle While You Work" song, um, where I think Sneezy says to Grumpy, goes, "Hey, I think that brush is mine," because they're cleaning in the house, and Grumpy goes, "You better hush, or I'll stick the brush where the sun don't shine." This is a kids movie, folks. This is a children's movie, and we have one dwarf telling another dwarf that he's going to take a toothbrush and shove it up his ass. That's modern Disney for you guys. So, um, the only thing I liked was the Hi Ho song. I was thrown back. It really hit the nostalgia buttons for me. It sounded perfect. They updated it a little bit. I wasn't offended by the updates. Hey, Miskatonic Madman! Yeah, I was talking about Snow White. I saw it tonight in preparation for Pop Culture Breakdown tomorrow. Yeah, I was just saying the only part I liked was the Hi Ho song. It was faithful to the original. It sounded right. They updated it where it needed to be updated to, because the original was a 1937 song with 1937 sound. So I will forgive some updating and some modification, but they didn't do it in an insulting way. The song was masculine. The dwarves were about singing about hard work and doing stuff, and it was a little bit of fun, a little bit of banter. I really liked it, and then the rest of the movie was dog shit. And that's what really makes me mad, because Disney can do it. When they want to do it right, they can do it. They brought back the magic. I felt like I was in Disneyland. The music, the song, the tempo, everything. I felt like I was in Disneyland as an 8-year-old for a micro moment. For a micro moment. And you can find the song on YouTube. I would suggest just look up Disney Snow White 2025 soundtrack, and you can find the Hi Ho song. Everything else is shit. But that one was okay. I found myself enjoying it, and then unfortunately there was 70% of the movie left. But anyways, the guy that played Sleepy sounds a little bit like Homer Simpson, but I don't know. I don't sound like him. Let's see. Taking one for the team. Well, I didn't need to, because I think, Doomcock saw it. He has a review out. Gary Ambrosia did go and see it, and I think maybe another panelist or so might have gone to go see it. I'm like, you know what? I've got the night open. I thought I'd do something with my wife, have some popcorn, just go review it. And I'm going to have a little surprise for Pop Culture Breakdown, Miskatonic Madman. I took some pictures, so we're going to have a little bit of a slideshow for my experience. Hopefully that will be a little funny. But other than that, let's see here. I'm going to see... I'm gonna ping Admiral Teague. I'm gonna ping Admiral Teague and JT Kirk and see if they want to come on, and we can do a little Pictionary. Did it even exceed 43 million? No, it did not. It was like 42.2 million for the weekend, and then I think that the international was not much different. It was like 43. So this film in its first weekend combined worldwide did not do 100 million. If we go with a generous three times, three times the first weekend, you're looking at 275 million that this movie will do. It had a budget. Now let's get this right. A reported budget of 280. I think that does not include the reshoots. It does not include the marketing. I would say they probably had another 150 million in costs for reshoots and redesign, and another 100 million for marketing. So add two. So we're talking about 500 million easy money out the door to get this movie launched, and they're going to do 275. So I mean, anyway, but instead of hi ho, they're singing "Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, we're broke as fuck, you know." Because Rachel's a bitch, and you know what? I need to write those lyrics. Oh no, oh no, nobody seeing our show. Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna write that. Radioactive. No, 500 million. I was thinking for the current Snow White. I was just talking about that. I went and saw it tonight. They reported a budget of like 250 or 280 million. That was the reported budget. Does not include all the reshoots that they did, and it was evident that they did a lot of reshoots. The hairstyles changed suddenly all over the place in the film. It's just all over. It's just all over the place. And then you got marketing and stuff like that. So if you say, okay, here's whatever they put out for the movie, you double that to make it break even because the theaters get their cut. I mean, this movie has to do 800 or 900 million to break even. So anyway, okay, it looks like we have some takers. If you guys give me one moment here, I'm going to send an invite out. Let's see. I'll send there. Okay, there's the invite to our Saturday night Star Trek panel. Hey, Germ. Yeah, Germ. I sent that to you. And Radioactive, if you want to come on and mess around, if Admiral T can forward the link to you, I need to get your contact info, man, so I can send you these things. Disney can't make a film for less than 200 million. I know it's ridiculous. Like every movie they do, everything reshoots. It's like that. That scrapbooking thing doesn't work. But I'll say this though. I see a lot of people online and they say, when they're talking about Star Wars, and they say, oh, Kathleen Kennedy must know where the bodies are buried. I don't think she does, because if you follow that logic, it's like, oh, well, she would have been fired by now. She would have been fired, or she must know where the bodies are buried. What do you say about Feige? Kevin Feige, I think, has probably lost more money for Disney than Kathleen Kennedy has. And he's still around making his dog shit. So I don't buy the Kennedy knows stuff or has things on people. I don't buy it, because you have to apply the same logic to Feige, and he's a dumbass with a stupid hat. Anyway, I'm going to bring, Resolute Germ. Yeah. Hi, Germ. Mr. Gem is muted.
How's it going?
Hey, how are you, sir?
Apparently pretty busy.
Oh,
Third stream I've been on tonight.
say again.
Third stream I've been on tonight. I've been streaming for
Where else were you?
about 4.5 hours now.
Oh my good. Where were you hanging out?
I was on Teague first, then I was with Gorilla, now here.
Oh, okay. I think Admiral Teague says he'll stop by, and Kirk needs 10 minutes or so. But I thought I would be playing a little San Andreas here. But have you seen Snow White?
Thankfully, no. I
No.
heard I watched Teague's review and decided not to give myself eye cancer.
Yeah. Well, I went with my wife to see it because we're going to talk about it tomorrow on Pop Culture Breakdown. So I'm like, okay. I'm going to go check it out. Um, I'm going to say, I think what everyone else has said. It's not the worst movie I've ever seen, but I'm still really pissed off. F Disney. Like, did you see the thing about the lyric I talked about with shoving the brush up the guy's butt?
No, I did not see that.
Oh, so in the movie, they do the "Whistle While You Work" song. I don't know if you're familiar with the original Snow White, but
I own the
they
original Snow
whistle while
White.
you work. Yeah, and there's a line in there where Sneezy, Grumpy takes a brush, and Sneezy says, "Hey, that brush is mine." And Grumpy says, "If you don't hush, I'll stick this brush where the sun don't shine." And I'm like,
How
"Oh,
classy.
classy, yeah, classy thing for a kids movie." Hey, dwarf, I'm going to shove this brush up your butt. And speaking of butts, and not related to anything else, here's Admiral Teague. Wait, why didn't he pop up? Hello, hold on, Admiral. If you can hear me, I'm going to hit remove, but you're not on the stage yet. Hold on. Hey, there he is. Okay, hi.
All right, something's wrong with my headphones. Give me a sec. I'm working on it. I can hear you, but I can hear you through the tiny speaker on my monitor.
Oh, transport. Yeah,
Yeah,
transport.
something's been weird with my headphones all day. Oh wait, I can hear you now. You know what? It's just there's a nice healthy delay before the Bluetooth kicks in. Hello. So now that we've both seen Snow White, maybe we'll talk about it on my show at one point because I think we're the only two adults who went to see it out of anyone we know. So
Well,
your wife didn't mind it too much.
she actually liked it, but here's the thing: she's never seen the original. She grew up in Mexico, so she
Just a
didn't
quick
see it.
question.
Yeah,
Since the movie, has she been a little more distant and standoffish towards you?
I can't
How's the
notice.
movie programmed her? Is she picking up Zieglerisms?
Yeah. Well, it's like I said in the chat. I said she and I could have fully done it in the full
Yes,
Monty uh, in the
would have
theater.
been
No
more
one would
fun to
know.
see too. Oh my
Yeah, but
God,
the
my
thing is,
avatar changed.
it would have required her to want to.
I mean, that the thing is, you were saying that they kind of got like hi ho right, and
Yeah.
I mostly agree with you. The whistling sequence in the original hi ho was critical though, and you took out a charming part to increase her power, so that's a change for the worse for her. Because the song, obviously that was an iconic moment. And then to have her teach them how to whistle, which is intrinsic to their being,
Oh,
it's
that
like
was crap.
they were
Yeah.
nothing till she showed up. And then that little Mary Poppins talk. Did you notice that whenever she was hanging out with them, it was a mashup of other successful Disney stuff? It
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
necessarily
Oh,
Snow White. There was Cinderella. There was Mary Poppins.
oh, yeah. It absolutely. Yeah. She had to manipulate these guys to clean the house. When in the original, that was like she cleaned because she's like, "Hey, you guys
They
took
threw
me in. This is
diamonds
the
and
way I
rubies
thank
at
you."
her.
Yeah. She thanked them by cleaning the house because they took her in. This one, she's like, "No, you guys, you're working in the mine all day, but you're going to clean the house too."
And they tried to fix it because in the original sequence, she just sings to them and instructs them. And then what they did was they were like, oh, she's just ordering them around. So they filmed like And you could tell me you couldn't feel this one, that those couple of moments here and there where like it would just be her with one dwarf and she'd be like, no, 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 don't sweep like this. You really want to put your elbows into it, you little freaking immigrant, you know? And like that she'd go over the other one and be like, no, don't scrub like that. So like she pitched in, but only to show people how to work harder. She had to teach them something. Then she passes the Bechdel test with herself like 6 times in a row, having got.
I know. Yeah.
Hey, Max Redstone. Hey, Mr. Tonic. But quick question,
Max
Sean.
Redstone is here.
I got to ask you a quick question. Did you
sir.
notice how many of the characters were mentally deficient and showed up and acted like Tilly from Star Trek Discovery, where they would have a word salad explosion?
Especially Snow White. I was looking for it. Anytime she's mad and she looks like on the short bus, like she needs a helmet.
But also all characters show up and talk in word salad explosions, like the way Tilly does on Star Trek Discovery. Like the huntsman is like the most articulate person there, and he's just like, "Run, you fool!" And it's like, okay, the huntsman at least made sense, but everything else was just garbage. Hey, radioactive.
Yeah, radioactive. I think they are learning with this movie.
I think there's maybe enough USAID money has been spent on this project, and
there was only one other person in the theater besides my wife and me.
Just like when I went to see Captain Falcon Sam or Captain Sam Falcon Man, there was only a few other people in the theater. There was exactly 6 no-shows for both movies in the same area. The second best seats you could want in the loge. I'm like, And the other thing was, like, out of the 5 to 8 people, there was yet another person taking notes too. So it's like, wow, this is only attracting you. Yeah, I should have homed in and killed him. I'm like, you're another YouTuber. Let's go to the top of the Silver Cup Studios building.
So hey, so I didn't know if you noticed, but we have Germ here tonight.
I saw.
Oh, but he was on your show earlier, right?
He was on my show earlier. We were hanging out. We've been hanging out all night. Germ and I had a great old time. And it was the first time we had a full show that was really mostly a 1923 discussion, which doesn't happen a lot, but it held a decent amount of concurrence. I have a feeling that Daredevil interest is going to fall off outside the punditry, but you can listen to their punditry and still listen to ours. I have a feeling the 1923 punditry is going to trend up. The last 1923 like video essay did really freaking well.
Okay. By the way, guys, I'm going to share my screen with audio. Please tell me if it starts echoing, and I'll turn off the audio.
It's echoing.
No, we're gonna play a little GTA here.
All right. There's an infinite amount of screens though.
I shared the wrong.
I did that earlier today. Yes, the other day I shared some really bad stuff for a second, and I managed to get it off the air. Destroy it across all mediums, and come back. What was weird was when I came back, I didn't have time to turn off the disable embedding. So I had a decent crowd of people there, but there must have been a smaller than ever bot storm in there because they still stripped away my analytic and I only have the after show views. It's a good thing I never turn on AdSense. Just another way they separate me from my money, although that's like $4 a month.
Okay, is there an echo? Does anyone hear an echo on the game?
No, it doesn't sound any worse than most video games do with this format.
Okay.
Are you using StreamYards? It's amazing.
Yeah,
you know what? I'm looking to go sail the high seas so I don't have to use StreamYards to get my 1923 videos anymore, too. It's okay.
Hold on, we have someone is beaming in. It's JT Berg. Hey, look! Hey, it's Saving Star Trek, everybody.
Welcome to Saving Star Trek.
Saving Star Trek, yeah.
Streaming.
Hi, JT.
Hey, there we are.
It's the bonus show where you want to make money. I want to thank President Trump that since he's taken office. Since President Trump's taken office, the frogs at Flushing Meadow by Citi Field have changed back to their regular dating habits, which I think means the Mets are going to win it all this year. For the last few years at Citi Field, the frogs have been gay at Citi Field. Population fell off really low. The rainbow toad kind of became the he sort of had a little cult behind him, but fortunately, Hypnotoad got them back into their heterosexual ways. And I think President Trump getting Hypnotoad broadcast to them really helped a lot. Whoa! Wow!
Oh, by the way, I suck at this level. This thing is
plug a
GTA
controller
games.
in real quick and try to.
Have you ever thought of maybe you'd be better off if you had a hetero plane instead of a biplane? But no, you have to be fucking special.
It's a transplane. What was that, JT?
Can you plug in a controller real quick and see if that'll help you? Sometimes, like when I play GTA 5, I always have a keyboard and mouse for like walking around, and then I switch to the controller when I go in a car. For
some stuff just vehicle oriented, just controller oriented.
Okay, let me see.
No, I mean, well, just plug one in. You should be able to use both at once, right?
I don't know. I have an Xbox controller here, but
yeah.
Do you have the same kind of control they had on the submersible for the Titanic? Because that's probably the best one. It survived.
I do have the one that they used. Yeah, I got it on sale on like a Black Friday deal for like $9. I'm not even kidding.
Now, will there also be sales for Juneteenth? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
And what will they sell? Oh my god!
I'm getting used to the. Okay, so A fires the machine guns.
Put some hat with you, Ox Mix.
It's got to be like one of the right triggers accelerates or something.
By the way, guys, I'm confused. Help me with this one quick. Did we do Singularity yet, or is that next? That's next, isn't it?
I was going to ask you, not going to lie.
I think next is Singularity, and then after that, we have an episode that we'll probably have a lot of slides from this one and pictures. We have a very special episode coming up called Vanishing Point, or as I call it, Hoshi and Workout Gear.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, this controller is not working.
Oh, there you go. Well, yeah. You
have you tried not flying into things?
Oh yeah, this is
the controller was a failed idea. Sorry. Yeah,
well, it's a GTA game. The flying mechanics always suck.
We had a really wild show today as far as we talked politics, and we had Sci-Fi Mombi out there, and like we were just communicating right to her. It's like, are you ready to admit that maybe Chuck Schumer might be an asshole?
I thought that was listed on his Wikipedia. Class A asshole.
He identifies as an asshole, but that's only been for the last few months. He identified as a scumbag until a few years ago. But he's trying to get his pronouns together.
Primary him?
You know, I really hope they do, and it's about time for him to retire. He has been ineffective, and I think that whether we like his ideas or not, I think we all agree that opposition this poorly led serves all America badly. He should be like at least rallying his people and saying, you know, we can't change what's going to happen, but maybe we can like soften the blow and have some of our ideas in there. Like the new president's policy is going to be law, but you know, well, there's a role for the opposition and a light that never goes out. You know, we've survived segregation and slavery. We'll be okay. But no, he can't pull it off. Well, he's a terrible leader. It serves all of America badly.
And let's not forget, he was a state assemblyman since 1975. A congressman since 81.
Yeah,
and a senator since 99. Like we've had enough of Chuck's ideas, right?
The other thing is that Chuck's ideas are a mix mash of the worst and most extreme and stupid ideas. He lacks any tacit ability to temper them. He goes with the last thing he's heard. He's an irresolute and silly man. And you know what? We're not going to get anywhere with one party rule one way or the other. I don't want the opposition party to be completely ineffectual because that's against our American system. They're supposed to be somewhat effective.
Well, they should be able to.
He's bad now. Wait, who do you think's going to replace
he's going to be gone.
Times? Yeah, but who do you think they're tapping to take his spot? You only got
I would
one
hope it would be.
noteworthy politician.
Here's the problem. All of them need to go. All the Democrats are failures. Every single last one of them right now has to go. They have to change out their entire room. And maybe at the very bottom level, the brand new people, a few of them are okay. But like even AOC, who I guess is the one you're alluding to, has gone a bit too far in a few places. And she's not all that great.
No, very
You know what's
unremarkable.
funny is Fetterman is the calm voice in the room.
Yeah, the brain damage has really helped him out.
Well,
Yeah.
see, and I have a different take on this than what some people think, which is if you're in the opposition, always vote no down the line on everything. And that doesn't
No, I
actually
don't feel
help
that way.
anything.
I feel like you should sell your yes vote for a concession that has a better deal for all of America is what you're supposed to do.
Well, that's exactly the right way to look at it. But right now, Chuck doesn't know how to see it that way.
He's an idiot who
And-
only knows how to not be Trump, and he does
Yep.
that in a shit way because he's the least entertaining non-Trump of all time.
But
If you're gonna
you
try to
use
be-
a strong minority in a legislature as okay, you want this, we'll give it to you, but we want something in return.
You need our 3 or
And
4 votes. You know what? We
the
don't
deft
want
and-
to get rid of this program. Or you know what? Let people on food stamps buy what they want. Their lives are bad enough because I hear that's like one of the issues is Bobby Kennedy's like
No
what
Canadian
happened to me
pop,
on SETI.
or soda.
Yeah. You know what? What happened to me on SETI Alpha 5, notwithstanding, my brain is fine. Like after he cuts off the soda, he's gonna like pull back his shirt and like talk into his watch. He's like, "Excellency, I've taken away that Coca-Cola."
Yeah, but
I swear he
that's
still
part
works
of the
for Con.
skill of being a minority leader is being able to navigate that and figure out what's truly important for your party, so that you can go back to the voter and say, "Look, we didn't have really any control, but we used what power we could to get 20% of what we wanted." And the opposition and majority got 60, but the American people can agree on these 80% issues.
Yeah,
and we all won, right? But
yeah, we changed some of the worst parts that no one liked, and we got a few things that we wanted in there too. But nope, no one's doing it that way.
Let me interject here. Buddy Hepburn and William Shakespeare are here.
Hey
guys, we're just
I'm
having
notoriously bad at looking at the chat when I hang out here. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Look, we're in San Francisco.
I'm the one who's on the East Coast, guys. I'm also like slowly getting ready for work.
That's why I wasn't feeling good.
Now, if you could just have, if you just had 18 other people helping you with this plane terrorism scheme of yours, you could fly this into a couple of structures, and maybe get something done here.
I swear I hate the flying in these games.
It sucks, man. The helicopter might fly better than anything else.
We got is it Pearl Jam or Soundgarden singing here?
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam. All right.
Now,
I don't know if we can trust Germ on this one. I was gonna say I don't know if we can trust Germ on this one. He told me his favorite Led Zeppelin song was "Comfortably Numb."
That's okay.
I don't have a problem with that.
All right, here's another one here.
To their credit, they did improve flying quite a bit for GTA 5. However, it still is not perfect in that game. But I think GTA 5 is going to be the last GTA game we ever actually receive. I really hope that's not the case, but something tells me I'm right.
Yeah, I don't have good feelings about 6.
6, they've probably spent more money than Captain America, Brave New World. They've probably spent more money than Snow White.
For sure.
Probably spent more money than, well, I'm not going to say as much as Amazon, but maybe if you divided up Amazon's investment over 2 seasons, $500 million on that game. And I think what we're going to get is tone policing diversity. Your main male character is going to have to date somebody that's had surgeries. And
Oh,
This is a
really?
game where you go to
I-
hookers to get your life bar recharged. If you have to go to a tranny hooker, that would actually make the game a little better. But that's maybe the only game that it wouldn't hurt. It's like, now you're a truly bizarre human being.
That
Sean,
would be
would-
GTA Eddie Murphy.
Sean, would any
Yeah,
of that
foot
actually
worshiping.
surprise you?
You're
what I
foot
just
worshiping
said,
for the
though?
next little while.
I mean,
Well,
would
that-
any of that surprise you of what I just said?
No, not at all.
And see, that's why
Wait,
I
it's
think
not
we're getting
true?
it.
I believed it
I'm-
out of hand.
I'm just making conjecture, but there's been leaks suggesting that this is stuff that is true, but leaks without a source behind it are, as common as
Hi, lemon pie. As eyes without a
not
face.
Look, I mean, we've had leaks for years saying that Kathleen Kennedy is out the door too. So I always have a healthy skepticism for them. But given how many recent video game franchises that are billion-dollar video game IP were just completely ruined and dead forever because it took them 10 years to make the sequel, and then the sequel was modern day, shall we say. I just really am worried about GTA 6. And people had so much fun with 5, and there's still a huge community
But
around
after our
5.
modern
There's no
Snow White, how
reason-
could you be so worried, JT? Sean was just telling us, well, let's have a little talk here about Whistle While You Work and how you can reproduce the song yet lose all the feeling and emotion by misunderstanding the roles of the instruments within the song and misunderstanding 1937 in a way that you might have to be a musician to fully appreciate, but the guitar was flat. There was no banjo. They wrote off the idea of having a banjo. The whistling couldn't happen because they hadn't met her yet. We lost an important part of the song to build up Stunning and Brave Snow Brown. And I as a light-skinned Latino, I have a lot of responsibility on my shoulders. And seeing that movie, I was embarrassed for an entire bunch of light-skinned Latinos, and I felt like our light skin and our Latino-ness had suddenly become like a unique thing that we maybe should be ashamed of because of her, because she's like an asshole. But then I realized that I am Latino and she is Latinx, so we're not part of the same ethnic group at all.
Max Tripstone, yes, I'm aware. I just have to find the enemies to shoot.
It's good to see Lemon Pie.
This is
It's good
remote
to see
control.
William Shakespeare. We love William Shakespeare. You're fantastic, Buddy Hepburn. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh. Vice City's finest.
You
Did
may
I
have
get
gone a
him?
bit too far in a few places.
I love how they just drive and they don't care.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
drone warfare is not a thing yet, so go for it.
Why can't I just have a remote control like car? This
Like
is-
in
RC
Deadpool?
car? Yeah.
yeah,
like in the movie Deadpool.
I'm hitting forward, right? But it will just turn suddenly to the right or left.
That's the they're so thoughtful in the simulation of this that's the torque on the propeller and the engine pulling you to the right.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's right. That's why aircraft carriers have the conning tower on the other side.
Yes. Well, yeah. Although in jets, it's not really a thing anymore. They do still have propeller aircraft on those things.
Right, but I think like our naval aircraft, like maybe they pulled you to the left of the propeller.
Yeah. Well,
The only
this
one
problem was so
aircraft carrier was
prevalent.
made.
This problem was so prevalent going into World War II, where they kept getting, more and more and more horsepower out of these engines to try to go faster. That Italy had like a air superiority fighter that was Rachel Zegler, shall we say, completely non-symmetrical, to try to generate differential lift to counteract the force of the propeller.
I said this to Germ before, but as far as Rachel Zeglering, I thought when I was watching her, we had found a perfect either Baroness or Evelyn for those franchises, like born to play the role. I could totally see her as the Baroness.
But she comes off not intelligent enough to be an evil villain.
Well, I mean, as long as
Her
she's listening
eyes-
to what Cobra
I swear.
Commander says and not make it. Yeah.
When
The lady
she's
from-
angry in this movie, she looks like she needs to be on the short bus. I'm not kidding. She looks
But
full
she's
on-
never happy. She's either angry or non-angry. That's the thing.
Well,
But yeah, oh yeah. I mean, as far as her looking retarded, though, I agree.
It's really amazing.
The picture of
Look
the,
at the prince
the prince kissing the bottom of her chin was even more hilarious.
Oh, I know that was nuts.
so
Well, the
it
funniest
was-
picture was Sean being sucked into the movie theater by the singularity of horror that is Snow White.
So how is that any different than kissing her like an inch higher on her face?
I have no idea, but like he kissed her chin, and then when they actually had a real kiss after she woke up, he still kissed her like off to the side.
Yeah, it was real awkward, and it was kind of like the part where they said
did she
that like he
refuse
was
to
her
be in a
special
kiss scene?
friend.
And so that's what they did?
All the
I
members
wonder
of
if it
Kiss
was
were
her
told they couldn't be in the movie, and it really hurt the
Well,
movie.
Gene Simmons would have really helped this movie from the sound.
Gene Simmons would have been better in the role of the huntsman than the guy we had. The funnest part of the movie was that even though she couldn't sing, I mean, if you think Nico here and Trainwreck is like already established, Gail Godot singing her Evil Queen song was fun enough. And also, somebody tried to do their sound design opus when she's crushing vegetables in her hands. It was kind of cool. The sound traveled all around the movie theater.
Oh yeah, that was kind of cool.
Someone was like, I can do my sound design opus now, and like, it doesn't matter. I don't give a shit about this movie, but I'll do the sound design. And they're like, oh, here's how I make a, like, I can do this with a ricochet of your bullet. Like, for the, like when they're going for their resume to John Wick, it's like, watch how the sound of the cracking walnuts goes around the whole room. But I mean, that was in a movie that dull. I was like, wow, that's interesting how the sound traveled around the theater. That's nice. That guy really did a good job on this. He panned it around the
he
theater
decided
perfectly.
to make the best of a bad situation and might get work in the future as opposed to having to leave it off his resume.
I'll take it one step further. I don't know if anybody wants to hear this, but the truth is,
Why did that
The
turn
mov-
left?
the torque.
That far? Now he's
Look
going
how-
right.
That's a
Okay.
bad
The
pull.
torque goes one fucking way. Like this game. God damn it. Go ahead. Sorry.
I kind of.
Oh, I can't turn. I'm trying to turn.
And now the bike's going the other way.
I
Yeah.
was watching Paulie Latino Slant, right? And he's cool, and I like his show, and endorse his show. He's cool, like, but he was like talking about her pictorial in Mexican Vogue, and talking about how beautiful she was. So I tracked it down and I looked at it, and I gotta be honest here. Does having a hot body make you beautiful? Because like she's a dancer and stuff, so she's like really.
She looks like a 12-year-old boy.
I don't.
Well,
I don't
like
see
it's the thing.
anything
She squeezes down everything she's got, but in the pictures in Vogue, where they showed she has a little bit of a figure where she just wears a t-shirt, because like she dresses like James Dean or something like that. Like she's badly dressed, but like where she's just wearing a t-shirt and no bra, you could tell she has a little more shape than she ever lets us see. She dresses with a grudge against her figure the way Kristen Stewart does. Maybe it's a Snow White thing, but Kristen Stewart was better in the role. She is scowling in 4 out of 5 pictures, and I was just like, well, she might not be an unattractive girl, and she might have a pretty hot body because there's not an ounce of fat on her, and whatever. Like Keira Knightley thinking here, you know what I mean? Like not a lot going on up top, but more than she lets us see normally. The photographer still could only get 5 pictures of her, and she was scowling in 3 or 4 of them, and only smiling in 1. Neutral face in 1 of them.
I think
Yeah,
that.
And
Yeah,
just the
that-
way she is.
I
That
have
is
no idea.
Polly's type. That
think-
is 100% Polly's type.
I
You know
think
what?
that
It didn't
is,
go over well with him when I said that, I felt that she didn't look beautiful and in fact looked militant and angry. And he's like, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. And I was like, hey, no offense.
Well, Teak, it's because you're right. I don't see anything there.
I'm not going to get excited about Rachel Ziegler just because both of us are fucking Latino.
Right. Well,
she's
and I think
fat.
part of the scowl look is her eyes are kind of wide set, and the smile.
Not as
gives
bad
her
as
a
the Little
roundish
Mermaid
face.
lady, though. The Little Mermaid lady had a worse set of circumstances and came out of it so much better.
Well,
William Shakespeare is right. Gal Gadot in Wonder Woman was great, but what's funny, like we were talking about that on the way home, because in Wonder Woman, I was like, oh man, Gal Gadot's pretty good because Wonder Woman is naive. She's kind of fish out of water in the movie, and it makes sense. But then in this movie, I realized Gal Gadot cannot act. She just can't.
It's not
She was-
advanced at all. It's
no,
the same
and
acting,
she
and
fit
now
for
she's
Wonder
older.
Woman. Yeah, she fit for Wonder Woman because Wonder Woman was a fish out of water.
and it didn't require.
And also, the other people on Thermoscara faked her accent to make her sound normal.
Yeah. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, this thing I was telling Buddy flies like it's in 1917 for the Imperial Russian Air Service. You're not going to get a whole lot here.
By the way, Sean, you
Yes,
know a little bit about how like my life and my work life works. Listen to what happened to me. After my show, I checked the information. It's 3 subway stops away, and work starts at 11 a.m.
Oh yeah, I saw your post that you were
How
happy.
great is that? Oh, it's easy, casual. Gonna be so. It's like I have like usually plan like 3 hours to get to work. It's like I'm gonna spend 2 hours drinking coffee and 20 minutes getting to work.
Yeah,
I'll give myself
that's beautiful.
60.
That's
I
beautiful.
always give myself 300% more time because I'm afraid to be late.
Well, for me, I have to leave at a certain time of day, and the only mode of transportation I can take is the automobile. America's finest contribution to the world. Well, one of them
Yeah, but
anyway.
your car shoots fire out of the front to melt the ice that forms immediately in front of you in the Michigan weather.
It it does, and it also you can go from 70 to 25 in 24 hours. So,
Oh yeah,
there's that too.
Yeah.
that happens here too.
One
That
of the
kind
things
of-
is, in the summertime when people are away on vacation or the kids are home from school, driving pattern kind of opens up, and I can make it across town in a half hour. I can go, exactly the speed limit, shall we say, and get to where I'm going. But man, with construction the way it is and some other crap, it turns like a 25-minute drive into work into an hour and a half of fare one way. And you just sit there and you're like, yeah, this is kind of soul crushing. To realize that you could take a side road, and if I was actually in shape, I could probably ride my bicycle just as fast to work for 25 miles, and be in fantastic shape.
I would never ride my bicycle in this city.
Oh no,
I'd
no.
turn into
you want
road
to live,
pizza.
right?
Yeah, no, I've seen too many people turned into road pizza.
Yep.
Exploding road pizza. That's one thing you never get over. When you see someone
Mm-hmm.
explodified by a bus, it's like, ooh.
Oh, I bet that's rather disturbing.
Well, we're all bags of pasta sauce, really, when you get down to
Ugly
it.
bags of mostly water.
Ugly bags of mostly pasta sauce when we get hit by a bus, but yeah, the soil was correct.
And I'm looking at what I'm trying to keep my eye on the chat, you guys, but I'm also trying to not crash this.
I'll watch the chat a little bit, but you know what I like about that episode is that we never talk about the hidden cost of the episode. Is that everyone's life work is ruined, all of the younger scientists are killed by the soil, and what do you call it? The one young scientist who does live, she's like 10 years into this experiment, and she's got to go start over somewhere else because they fucked the whole thing up, and like now they're like 2 generations of work is wasted because they were not the first group of scientists there.
I love how you don't get any alarm for this
Is that called home soil?
indiscriminate effort that you just did. But at least
Yeah.
you
Is that called
finished, and now
home
you
soil?
can try and fly back.
Well, see, this is what happened to me last time. I finished the mission, and I tried to land and get to where I need to go to finish it, and I burned myself.
Oh,
I blew up like trying to land the stupid plane.
what is the name
I
of that
ended the
episode of
stream. I was
TNG
pissed
though? Is it called Home Soil?
I think
It
so.
might be, right? Yeah, with the flashing soil. And like, oh, the soil just flashes SOS and says, please don't kill us, like all the
it's home
time on
soil.
plenty of planets.
It's home soil because
There are plenty of planets that have dirt that begs not to be killed. Shut up, Picard.
it's got to be season 1, right? Because it's got Denise Crosby in it still.
Yes. You know what would have been great is if the home soil planet came up again later. It's like became a Romulan settlement, and they're like, we're sterilizing it now. Thank you for leaving us this wonderful dilithium, supply.
Hey, look at that!
It's like we have the half
home
manufactured
soil party
I
where
finally
like,
got the hang of it. At
no,
the
Oh,
end.
God,
one's
no.
allowed to get to the country. It's like a terraform
No.
planet.
Well, I mean, when we do terra firma, like I think we're going dark MAGA for the whole show. It'll be in good fun. We won't do any real political movement, I promise. But we're all going full blown terra firma. I want all iterations of Colonel Green. I want to hear Colonel Green philosophy. I'll be old school Colonel Green.
Zero RC. I get what they're doing with that sign, and it's very offensive. But hello.
Radioactive is right.
Sterilize.
Hello, Gunner.
Sterilize.
I
Okay,
had
what do I
another
do?
another banner day on Admiral Teague. I put on like another 20 subs. People love those Yellowstone uploads.
Nice.
Thank you, 1923.
I must ask myself if I am a sheep or a goat.
Hey,
I think
when you get to it,
Will you
Yellowstone primary,
I've left everything to
it's okay.
please.
For how
I'm
this
gonna get
game
the
is,
service
as
this week.
detailed as the items on the store shelves are, is impressive.
Agent battle with Berkeley. At stake,
today's talk show went great, but Yellowstone in Review did 186 views, and that's only like a day. But the video essay did great for Yellowstone. It's up to like 250 views.
Come on with all the talk.
Of course, someone had to go not like it.
fight to the
Give
death.
my video a like.
They're on a crusade
Hold.
to relieve
Yeah,
themselves.
it's comical.
This shit
Mhm.
serious. Berkeley's headquarters is across
1
Oh,
year
I-
anniversary of
radioactive.
nonstop.
Fly the goblin.
The 1 year anniversary of non.
If I get the
I
Sorry.
have a question for you.
base, he must leave San Fierro.
The 1 year anniversary of nonstop antagonism from that party, by the way. Nonstop. For an entire year. It's, for the last few weeks, I've had a hard time just keeping it to myself. And like always aligning with every bad person. Like we pointed out the comic book scam. Who's there the next day, like congratulating the person, telling them they're not so bad. Just to spite me. It's like all the evidence in the world that you're stealing from disabled veterans. It's like, please let me learn at your hand.
Carl, don't be an idiot. Use the goblin.
Show me how to steal from the weak.
What? Why do I have to do another fucking remote thing?
It's always one lazy soldier.
Why is
That
he paying
barrel
you
is
like
filled with
$5,000
diversity
to
juice,
do all
Sean.
this too?
Well,
I'm
because
like,
it's $35,000 for a story, JT, for a comic book. So I mean, $5,000.
Oh.
What is that but a mere bag of shells?
yeah. I mean, you could buy all of Long Island for that, right?
So
Resolute German Krimlon did knock it out of the park. Radioactive. They did a great job on the on today's show, which is mostly 1923 oriented.
yeah,
We'll have
Admiral William
Radioactive on, too,
Spielberg
for
had
that
a
one.
question for you earlier in the chat.
I'm not gay.
Oh no!
Oh, okay. Well, that's usually the first question.
Is it? Did you ever watch 1889?
1883, you mean? Because the 3 is under the 9 or something
the-
like that.
oh,
I
but-
watched 1883. It's good. The thing is, Radioactive figured this one out. And like we were sort of figuring it out because they were passing the same places over and over. It's an Oregon Trail story where their plan for the Oregon Trail is that the Oregon Trail is too dangerous to take the Oregon Trail. So they head south towards Mexico from Texas after being in Kentucky, which is halfway there to begin with. They go to Texas so that they could take a wagon train to Oregon. And instead, they go to Mexico on a cattle drive and get more cattle to hire more cowboys. The more cattle they get, the more banditos attack, the more cowboys they need, the more cattle they have to get. They spend 7 episodes taking a slow circle around Dallas, Fort Worth. Then they dash northward in 3 episodes for no apparent reason while the last few people die off. We crossed the same river twice, losing like 60 people each time. And there was no reason to do it twice. No amount of guns was going to protect them. No amount of cattle was going to keep them safe. And they're like, winter's coming. We better get going soon. And it's like you find out another month has passed. But like the story was really good. It didn't hold up to analysis, but like episode to episode, it was very enjoyable. And the characters and performances were really good. So 1883, like it doesn't hold up to scrutiny. And then we looked at the railroad lines and did the math. For the money it cost them to get a covered wagon to go to Texas to take the trip to Montana or Oregon, they could have gone to either place for like 40% less money at 1.25 cents per mile was the going rate for the railroad, and they would have all survived, and they could have gone to Helena or Billings and traveled to where they wanted in under 100 miles in a car. Well, maybe not a car, an Uber, but a stagecoach Uber.
Hey, Padawan,
Hey, Padawannabe. We included freight, by the way. Like, we figured in for their personal possessions. It was like 1/3 the price. And then also their wagon train. They acted like it was the middle of nowhere. The show should have been called 1843. Because it's like, they leave Dallas and like, there's no civilization. I'm like, what the fuck about St. Louis and Kansas City? It's like, they literally could have gone from city to city. They never would have been out in the open for more than 4 or 5 days. And research proved that there were no more wars with the Guardians by 1883. It was over. 1876
Really?
against Custer. 1876 against Custer was an outlier. After the Civil War, we go nuts.
Yeah.
Hey, OS Full Metal, hi. How are you? OS Full Metal has a really cool channel. Go sub to it.
I will.
OS Full Metal's like a really good gamer. Playing some cool stuff.
I will sub to you, and you should sub to me.
There's no bridge.
This is a delight.
Carl, I need a bridge now.
Come on.
No, you went a little too far.
Get me a plank to cross that river.
I like how
Where
it
is
just resets you way back
Yeah,
there.
way far away. Yeah, in far, far away.
Carl, there's no
I
bridge.
got to tell you guys, when I did set up the first 1923 stream, when I realized there was only 50 freaking channels doing it, less than 50 channels doing it,
Now.
that was it. I'm going to be a medium-sized fish in a tiny pond on this one. I got a funny feeling. I got a funny feeling this pop
Pressing
culture.
R.
Star Wars is dead. Whoa.
There's no
Star Wars is dead. Star Trek is horrible. MCU needs 10 years to rehabilitate, and no one's going to trust a movie for 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
I have a funny feeling cowboy movies, westerns, movies like Sicario and the Taylor Sheridan stuff is going to be where it's at. And while the punditry is going to be with the pop culture stuff, because there's people who are so funny at it, I don't know if they're going to have stuff to talk about. I feel like I'm going to be well positioned. Like Landman is next on my radar.
Well, they've got to do something, right? Because like you said, all these other franchises just out and out died.
What?
Plus Landman and everything else takes place in our world. There's no
You
cost.
got to drop it somehow. Is there a way that you can press a button to release
I
it?
was pressing the magnet button to release it.
Man, y'all take this shit.
Berkeley's headquarters is across.
I feel like the other thing is the cost is always going to be a lot lower because unless it's one of the period pieces and still it's on our planet, it's not like Star Trek. Like it takes place in our world. We don't need a low effort alien. You know, there's no low effort alien. They screwed up Grand Central Station really bad. It was laughable. Germ hasn't been there himself, but even he would agree. Didn't even make sense. But like the CGI wolf that attacked a couple of people was freaking awesome. So you take what you can get. There's like 6 woke minutes in 2 episodes that really sucked, but the rest of the story is pretty damn good. So it's just like, all right, the woke people took the story hostage
You
for
have
5
another
minutes.
barrel.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take this damn thing over there first.
Oh,
That's what you think.
the story. I feel like woke forces take hostages, and people have to have like a shield against it. Taylor Sheridan doesn't want to do this story with the female sheriff that much, and he's really embarrassed by it. You can tell. He went with an attractive actress, and she only deals with the most loathsome people in the story. So when she tells men they're wrong, we've hated them for a long time when she says it. We hate these people. What?
Oh,
It's not
I
letting
hit.
you drop that for whatever reason.
Yeah, it.
Behold, no man.
Have you thought about having like a female pilot? Is your wife still awake? Could she finish this
No.
for you? I think she could girl boss her way through it. That's not specific to anyone's wife. That's just the general girl boss joke. Make
Yeah,
that
I can.
clear.
I can pick
I
up.
would make that same joke to JT.
I can pick up the things, but I can't drop them. So I could drop the barrel.
That's weird. And by the way, like Lonely Admiral Teague should go hire a crack whore to do it for him is on the table for like joking around about girl bosses. I have no pride on this one, guys.
Look at this
God
guy.
knows there are some in the neighborhood.
Don't be an idiot. Use the goblin to move that barrel.
Okay. So you were not an idiot.
Why can't I
No.
just pick him up and fly him where he wants to go?
Right.
Oh wow! As soon as I turn back to X, Rachel Pigler is in a picture, and yeah, like I'm looking at her outfit. Like she spites the figure that she has against us. She's wearing a button-down shirt with a freaking like suit of armor restrictive dress that shoves her boobs down into her body over it. She's angry at us for wanting to look at her, and it's just like wax your back, baby. It's Hollywood, baby. And she's sitting next to Unfair, and like Gal Gadot looks thrilled to be sitting next to her. That's all I'll say.
Do I have it?
You know what,
Oh,
Sean? I
T,
think tomorrow.
here, I'll put something in side chat here that Sean
Sean,
could not show on the YouTube.
Is it?
Oh,
Rule
I
32
can.
or
I'll
something?
probably do it anyway.
No,
No,
you
you
literally cannot. Did you just click on it, Teague?
That's Texas for you.
Yeah.
Okay, now I gotta go look.
Been to this airport.
So have I many times.
Oh, a woman who stripped herself naked was filmed, causing terror in Dallas Fort Worth International Airport. The disgruntled woman can be seen destroying airport equipment or running around the terminal in her birthday suit with her boobs flipping
Doing a
in
tap
the air.
dance too.
Yeah, if she'd
Which was
been
kinda
hot, this
funny.
would be okay. Wow, there's more of this since she's only 25% done. She's been out of her fucking tree for fucking 20 of these 40 seconds.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
Okay, just look up Dallas for DFW Airport Terminal D. They're not. It's not double D.
No.
All right, so here we go. So I have the thing.
Carl, there's no bridge. There's no bridge.
Maybe I picked up the wrong thing before. So why do I keep
Carl, we
turning?
need a bridge now.
If there's a wider piece, I think you need to grab that.
There
Oh,
you
there we
go.
go.
There you go. Yeah, don't fuck
Yeah, I
it up
think I
now.
picked up the wrong item before.
No,
'cause
the
it had an
bomb is the
arrow.
next one you got to pick up and drop on the tank, I think.
What was going on at the Dallas Fort Worth airport? was she getting on the plane? So she was just on meth, and she just did all the meth she
Maybe.
could because she didn't want to go through withdrawal, or has she gotten off the plane and she needed meth because there was something going on there?
I think she likes malleable timelines and lives in New Zealand.
Mm.
You know, I still have never been forgiven for that, but like I don't care. Like the person was already really adversarial to me before that, but this person made such a big deal out of time travel and how like people don't pay it enough mind, and they were being really important about it one day, and I said to him, what was it like walking out of Terminator 2? And it's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, Terminator 2, the time travel, it's magical bullshit. So you walked out, right? He's like, oh, of course not. I watched the movie. And I'm like, well, then I guess it doesn't really matter how stupid the time travel is now, does it?
Mhm.
And that was sort of the end of that. Although they never let it go. It's like, oh, Admiral Titan, who thinks that time travel doesn't need to make sense. To which I say, Star Trek 4, tell me that made sense. I mean, it wasn't illogical, but it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Well, go counterclockwise around the sun, and everything will be fine. Yes.
People are saying they wish it was Tiffany Gomez. The one
No,
from the
not Tiffany
airplane.
Gomez. Oh,
You know which one I'm talking about? The one that got kicked off the plane for that last was it
I
last
wish it
year?
had been
2 years
Sydney
ago?
Sweeney. I mean, if Sydney Sweeney tore off all her clothes in the Dallas airport, it'd be fine.
Have to go get a bomb now?
Yeah, there was. It's to the left. I saw it when you were over there last time.
Oh.
Now,
Yeah,
JT,
it's by the H. Yeah.
I heard you've made the most money at the Minneapolis St. Paul airport by a few feet.
Wait, what?
Forget it. It's too
Okay.
It's a really complicated story, but I thought maybe people still remembered it as from the 20th century, though. The Minnesota senator got arrested in their airport for soliciting
Oh.
in the men's room, and the signal was to touch feet under the stall door.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Senator Larry Craig, and he was famous for his virulently anti-gay policies.
Nice.
Yeah, and like the court case was on court TV. It was great. It's like, no, I just take a wide, girthful stance when I defecate, and it's like, no, you don't.
Get me a plank to cross that river.
Don't you have to go to the that base?
Yeah, I was turned around.
Gosh, I would not want to play this game if this is where I was getting stuck. You know?
Well, my bandit's almost gone here.
Yeah.
Carl, I need a bridge.
Yeah, shut up, nerd. I'm talking to the game guy, not anyone here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but we all do fit that description.
Get me a plank to cross
Yeah.
that river.
You know what, Sean? I think tomorrow you could consider going on Doomcock and like waging like a strong defense of the movie and telling everyone that they've just been wrong and small-minded.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. No, never take advice from Admiral Teague, by the way.
Carl, this bandit's nearly had.
I mean, people know that going in. I don't have to tell you that. But it would be funny.
Shitskis. Carl, this bandit.
Well, I
getting the
thought
hang
about
of
like
it.
maybe trolling them and going like, you know what? I don't understand the hate on this. It's actually a pretty decent movie. Oh, now you're gonna have the bomb.
I gotta be honest. The weirdest thing turned out to be true, and I take no credit for this as like intellectual property. Anyone can say it. I honestly think the most resounding thing you could say about the new Snow White is exactly what Rachel Ziegler tried to say about the old one. The problem with this story is that it's very, very dated. It is extremely, extremely dated, very much 2019, and times have very, very much changed. And we have a story that's very problematic. It's extreme. We have a relationship that it's very much a problem, and she's not gonna get the prince. and she's not dreaming of the prince, and she's a military lead, and she's strong, and she doesn't need help, and that's all the things that were a problem about the movie. What she said was about the first Snow White turned out to be more true about her Snow White than anything else. That 2019 movie was so dated. It was from 2014. It was backward looking from 2019. Then the world changes, like 15 years worth of social change in like 3. And this movie comes out and she's still like, she's the only thing that hasn't changed is this ignorant woman.
Yeah.
And
that barrel might be stopping him up ahead.
I will say this
right here. Look, I'm about to run out of time.
There's one thing that people need to understand about being old. Since Rachel Ziegler is like less than half my age, she could be my daughter. So the fact that she's only 23 makes me say, I hope that she learns a lesson, makes a sincere apology, and goes on with a career where she sings well and does better acting in better movies and is a little nicer. Because she can kind of sing, and she's still really young, but she's only doubled down.
Is her?
But that's good money. That's good money. She can make good money like that and just keep her mouth shut. Or even if she goes crazy on Broadway, no one's going to go home after you get there from wherever and you go to see West Side Story and it happens to be her. You're going to be like, okay, I'll put up with Rachel Ziegler, and she'll sing okay, and you'll be like, all right. And she could slowly rehabilitate her image. God knows a lot of people have done that. You all know Matthew Broderick wouldn't go to school, and everyone was very angry at him. And then all that Broadway, people have forgiven him, and now they like Ferris Bueller.
Carl, don't be an idiot. Use the goblin to move that barrel.
I've never heard of a more Latin name, Ziegler. Oh.
Isn't it Polish?
It sounds very German to me.
All I know is she's rich with the back hair. If that was like money.
What is everyone saying? She's hairy. Is she really?
It's not. She's not hairy. Here's the thing. You know how, like, say some women have a little peach fuzzy thing going on? And it's not too bad. It's like kind of very fine peachy hair. All right. She doesn't have that. She has like, it's not eyelashes or eyebrows, but the thing is she has like detectable, small but detectable whirls of almost like arm hair, and her back is slightly hairier than mine, which is sad because I'm a middle-aged man, right? But the thing is, it doesn't look enhanced. It's not a lot. It's just that there is detectable, very dark hair, and because she's only like 23 years old, no, like she probably wore a backless dress for the first time. Someone noticed it with an HD lens and like a 1080i photo. She needs to have her back waxed.
Laser.
It's not horror. It's not horrible. Maybe. It's not horrible. You wouldn't be throwing her out of bed, but like there'll be jokes forevermore about how I grabbed a handful of her back hair and just rode her like a cow. You know.
You know what's funny? The first experience I ever had had back issues.
Sean was with Zelda. Sean's father worked in Hollywood, so he was with Zelda from Pet Sematary. That actress actually was like that. No, what the hell are you talking about? Like, did she have hair on her back?
Yeah, she had like a back muff.
Ew.
It was like a little triangle tuft of hair.
Well, how could she know, right? Was it in a spot where she would never be able to see?
No bridge.
I'm
guessing it's in the small of her back.
Mirrors, right?
Was it the symbiote, Sean? Was it Venom?
I don't know, but I mean, when I got with her years later, it was gone. So I think she took care of it.
Some other guy along the line was like, "Listen, it's disgusting. You've got to get rid of your bunny tail, baby."
Yeah, one of the many guys goes, "Hey, listen, honey."
Oh, maybe it was friction that just wore it off.
It could have been. It could have been from being on her back for. Do I have the? Yeah, I do have the.
But I saw the craziest story today. Someone I think it was Clown World, threw up a picture of, some Baywatch chick now just like trundles around with a shopping cart and eats pizza out of fucking garbage cans.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
Crazy, sad stuff.
Radioactive's asking you, Teague, if you're saying Rachel Zegler could play the jungle in Tarzan.
It wasn't like that. It was more like a brunette savanna of hair. There were whirls of hair here and there that were like, she's so young, like tertiary, like characteristics and hair is starting to come in. It's like when I was in my early 20s, like, and like all of a sudden, like my forearms got a bit hairier. And my chest hair like got like it expanded a little bit from what it had been when I was younger. Like she's going through that. I mean, we have to remember she's really young. Like what we would have to hope is one day she apologizes for being such a hammerhead. I don't count on it, but
Right.
He's a hammerhead.
she's really young. I'm trying to be nice. She's really, really young. You know what I mean? Like
Very. She's not pretty.
no,
She
she's
really
not
is
that ugly though
That's
either.
right.
She looks like a bug, but Gabrielle Union looks like a bug too, and we don't hate her.
Oh, she's legitimately not pretty.
That's
She's
right.
not a. She's got a dancer's figure. She has a hot body. That's what I said. I don't think she's that pretty.
No,
and that's
it's
what.
she.
That
it's-
was my difference opinion with Paulie.
No, it's flat. It's a board.
No, Zendaya has less of a less shape than her, but Zendaya's got no shape. Like Zendaya's got so little shape that shapely women near her start to get flatter. She may live in a
shit.
two-dimensional zone, Zendaya.
This is my last guy here. I think I'm gonna do it.
Thing is, you're gonna get so good at playing this mini game, and then you'll just never need it again for the rest of the.
I know, right?
entire
Like I'm
game.
doing pretty good here, though. So here we go. We're gonna.
Did I tell you about how like I lost a bunch of woke friends because they wanted to play Red Dead
Shit!
Redemption without using guns?
Fuck.
And as he drives across the finish line.
I know that was great.
God,
Oh
God
no.
damn it, Bobby!
No man.
All right, I'm gonna.
y'all take
These
this
things
shit
are so
serious.
frustrating.
Berkeley's headquarters.
Okay, hi.
I love that like everyone's posting that derp picture of Rachel Ziegler where she's got the one eye closed. If you watch any movie, we could catch anyone like that. But honestly, she has this coming, and
I
she
did
did
the
look
Popeye
bizarre a
version.
lot.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Did
no,
you see that?
I'm gonna be honest. Sean can say this too. She did look like she was cognizant of the fact that she was put there to act because she had made mistakes in some of the scenes, and like her facial expressions were not appropriate to the scene. It's like, what the hell? Like she might not have known how to play it. Like there was a weirdness to the whole thing, and not a good one. It was almost uncanny. Would you say, Sean? Almost, but not quite.
Wait, say again.
All right, so like the world that she's existing in this movie, where they're having member-berry, very familiar Disney type animals and overlapping Disney ideas like Cinderella and Mary Poppins and Bambi in there,
Right.
and stuff retest from Uncle Remus, like the rabbits, and like the CGI squirrel opening the book and stuff looks pretty good. And if you didn't know better, you'd say maybe this will be all right. But then she starts to happen. And if you notice, they waited until the 12th minute of the movie to show her. It's a little girl playing Cinderella for a while.
Oh yeah, that I was when I was watching it, I remembered your video.
After they showed her, they cut away from her for a while. Too. Did you notice how little they showed her? They tried to stay away from her until the meat of the movie.
They avoided her as much as possible.
The middle of the movie, they conceded that they had to go with her for a while, and they're like, let's get it all out of the way. So like 20 straight minutes, it's mostly her, and then they're like, now we don't have to show her face much anymore. We've gotten through the exposition part of the movie. When she sings her way up that mountain, it was like there's no action in this stupid movie either. Like, what's the payoff that she takes over a song that the people were singing on their own?
Using tanks. Carl,
Right.
grab a bomb and get rid of any tanks that threaten our
And her crony capitalism scam that because she knows the people's names, they can live in her
Oh, yeah, that
her
was
Potterville. No, but like, what is it? It's a fucking Snow
No,
White
you do have
life
a
where
point.
she's running the savings loan, and yeah, no, she's
It's
like
a
crony
Snow White
capitalism.
life.
Yeah,
Snow
like what the
White.
fuck is with her? There was so much communism in that fucking movie. It made me fucking sick. The word explosion by Doc, where he fucking talks about like a couple
Oh
of common
yeah,
things.
at least Grumpy just rolled his eyes and goes, yeah.
But the fact is, we got soft socialism and hardcore communism mixed up together, salted through the whole movie, and it makes me fucking sick as an American consumer. But I was glad to report on it for you guys. That was a bittersweet trip to the theater because like everybody from the community wanted me to see it. And so I was excited to go there. Like I was reporting on an event that like no one was really going to get hurt. Like all the damage was done. It was like going back to Love Canal. But I mean, it wasn't painful to be there. So because of that part of it, but I did give my usual reviewing style over to it because the movie gave you time. For a movie that was only 108 minutes, it was still slow and boring.
It felt long. Like
you had plenty of time to write stuff down. It was still less bad than Wakanda Forever, which is like 2 hours and 55 minutes of shit that I didn't care about. Like Wakanda Forever is still worse because it's longer. Les Miserables with Anne Hathaway is as bad because it's as much bad as that movie crammed into a movie that's only 108 minutes. Les Miserables is as bad in like 3 hours. It's worse by a little bit than terrible Moulin Rouge because that's the movies it's trying to be. Well, I'm talking in modern musical movies, which I live in New York City. I'll go see like, Les Miserables.
Well, you're really
Why
lucky
not?
you have all that theater right there.
I'm not like a huge theater goer, but like I love Man of La Mancha, so when it plays, I get to see a great production of it in New York. And I've said this a few times. Gina from Scarface was Dulcinea.
Ms. Catonic Madman is asking, how much do we think they cut out?
Get me a plank to cross that river.
I think that they probably reduced the running time by less than what they cut out and refilmed. I think they cut out about 45 minutes of that shit. And I think that it was reduced in time by 25 minutes. What do you think, Sean?
Carl,
Probably. I think they cut out as much as they reshot. Because there was obvious reshoots in there.
Carl, I need a bridge now.
Listen to this guy.
Well, if you want to go off of that, there's a lot of more than a few reshoots.
Carl, this bandit.
You know what? Here's the thing, Sean.
You just need
I don't
one
know if
more
you'll
bomb
agree.
and-
Much like
and-
Captain Falcon, this movie wanted to be a lot meaner than it was, and you could see where it had been cut. So it's basically what I said was it was pulling its punches, like setting up a real fucked up thing to say and then just dropping it.
Yeah.
Like left and right. And that to me was the only payoff. It's like, haha, they had to cut something out. It's like, aha, that part was stitched together because they had to lose something because they were dicks.
Move it. Carl, Berkeley's blocked me again.
And there was no empathy for Snow White. I just wanted her to get done existing so I could walk out of there. When he chin kissed her, I was like hitting the aisle.
Oh yeah, that was nuts.
Dude, there was aggressive mice coming after me from the middle of the movie on. From the beginning of the movie, they showed up.
Isn't that ironic?
Out of all, and that movie theater's never had a problem, and it's in the footprint of where D.W. Griffith's film yard was. So great films in American history were filmed there, like great silent movie classics. And I see this thing there.
Yeah.
Shitskis. Carl, this bandit.
Was there good pizza there? Yeah, La Cosa Nostra pizza is really good.
Does this hit right here? Am I good?
Shot this bandit up pretty good.
I think so, but you got to move a couple of those barrels.
I love to go to pizzerias in Queens because they all have pictures of Padre Pio, the saint, in them. A lot of them have pictures of Frank Sinatra. And a lot of them have pictures of John Gotti sitting there eating
Carl,
pizza.
this bandit's nearly had it. Ha ha! Ha! Berkeley, you, sir, are a loser.
Gosh,
You feel the battle in
this
shame.
is like the most earned
Business.
theme
I
achievement.
better
ever.
get like $50 billion for this one. Hey, Kremlon's here. Hi, Kremlon.
Hey, you know what? I do love Les Miserables on Broadway. When I saw it, it was great. I would see it again. Russell Crowe was the weak link in that movie where he was playing the most important role to have a good voice. I could have sang it better. I would have taken it a lot more seriously. The Russell Crowe acting part of that role, yeah, all right, he's okay. But he's supposed to be telling a story in song. I don't care if Inspector Javier is an overly dramatic actor. He has to be able to sing, and he couldn't. He couldn't sing at all. It was terrible.
So, let me see here. Let me look at here. Do you guys want to do a little Pictionary?
I don't have
I'll
the-
do a round of Pictionary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
Okay. All right. We're gonna play a little Pictionary here. I'm gonna exit here. Um,
Or is
Hopefully-
this called when Admiral Teague plays at Hilterary?
Let me see. Stop the screen. Okay. All right. So, you guys know how it works. Well, or if you don't, I'll
played
tell
it
you.
once before. Yeah.
What was this? What was the app we're supposed to pull up?
MS Paint. Oh, Crimlon, I don't think you were here. So Tony did this yesterday, and it was a fabulous success. He added rules and all kinds of fun stuff to it. He had a spinning wheel to pick the category, but we're just messing around. So what we're gonna do? I will give a thing to draw. Yes, sir, lemon pie. We are. I'm gonna give a thing to draw to the people here on the panel. And it's up to the people in the chat to guess what it is. Everything gets 1 billion points. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can
Billion
go with
points.
that.
I like that the avatar tick. Man, that's funny. Wait, what's this? Legal conservative says enough to Trump.
You
Oh,
only, you only noticing that now?
Oh.
Yeah, in big in the avatar, so people can see it, guys. This is what you can expect from
Oh,
Admiral
Jesse
Teague
Owens.
tonight.
Hey, Wes Cagel's here. Hey, Wes Cagel.
Yeah, that was the answer to this question was who is Jesse Owens, and this was my this
Yeah,
was my picture.
You
I-
cropped
to
it.
be
You
fair,
saved
we
it.
got it right. Yeah, yes.
Okay. I am
what's
gonna
that, Jer?
drop out and be right. I'm gonna drop out and be right back. I have to change the browser on this.
Oh, sure thing.
Do you I think that this is one of actually the better Hitler pictures of all time.
I think it's great. I was talking to Tony on the phone the other day. I'm like, Admiral Teague can draw. Like, not only can you like you're good. Not only just drawing, but drawing with a mouse is difficult. But hey,
because
Wes
I'm a
Kegel, do you
graffiti-
want a link?
because of all the
I'll send Wes Kegel a link here.
Because of all the graffiti I do on the subway when I'm going to work in the morning, I always like
Oh,
to tag
okay.
up and draw. Well, I drew a little picture of Hitler this morning, on the subway, but he was not holding a gun. He was like holding his phone and like tuning in some music to listen to, and he had like musical notes on either side of his head. Well, I just feel like Happy Hitler heading to work is just like something that's going to make people feel good.
Yeah. And Resolute Germ is back.
Hey, sure.
Okay, Wes Kegel, you've got a link, buddy.
Words with Goebbels, ladies and gentlemen. Safe way to say it. Springtime fatigue.
All right. So we'll just go in order, and so we'll go with Admiral Teague first, and then we'll go to JT Kirk, and then Jerem,
Okay.
just clockwise around here.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Okay.
Well, I'm trying to think of a category. I don't have a category spinner.
Transportation.
Okay. All right. Transportation. I'm gonna give it to you in the private chat. The word. Okay. There you go. That's fitting. Admiral. Oh, if you want to send a link to Radioactive, that's fine too.
I'm drawing my
Wait, we got to present your screen. You got to present.
Oh yeah, hold on. I have to share the whole window, right? I have to move this across and share the window. Hang on. Hold on. Let me embiggen the paint.
No problem,
program
Wes.
so I don't show. I have the schematics for the Rebel base on there. All right. I think you should have it now.
Hey, Jedi Master is here. Hey, Jedi, send me a link on X. It's at I'm not Jay-Z, at I'm not IMNOTJZ. If you want to pop on and get yelled at by your wife, you're welcome to come on the panel, buddy. We had him laughing. All right, category again is transportation. Okay, Kremlon is close. Radioactive says, Admiralty, don't show the schematics to the rebel base again. Oh, you're sleeping soon. Okay, buddy, no worries, man. Well, next time you come on and we'll lose our breath.
You know what? I'm not so insane to think that we should do this until after tax day, but I think I'm gonna ask Mexican Iron Man if he wants to do an Enterprise episode with us, like after like taxes and stuff are over.
I'll ask
you
him
know
if
what? You know what? Ask him if he wants to be asked, and then I'll ask him. That's basically how I like to do it. Ask him if he's open to being asked, and then I'll ask him. How's that sound?
Sure.
Doesn't that make sense though? Honestly, it's like, would you be open to being asked? And then I'll just ask him myself. Or I mean, it's your show. You can ask him. It's just that he's expressed that he kind of likes Enterprise, so
Yeah,
I think it would be fun to have him bring his enthusiasm.
As a guess.
I would have Max Redstone as a guest, sure.
Oh wait,
No,
Max
I mean,
Redstone.
he has a guess.
Max Redstone. I think we're going to give it to Max. Tiger tank. Yes, the category was German tank. So a Tiger is a German tank. Don't draw the thing. Oh, okay.
The alternate thing.
Man, Admiralty, you're pretty good with this thing, man. All right.
Oh, that's how it would appear.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, I'm removing that. All right, next up is JT Kirk. We need a category here.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It's a 5-speed. But yeah, Admiral, if you want to send radio link, please.
I will do just that. I'm continuing to draw my picture of this tank. It's now running over several people.
Oh.
And
there you have it, folks.
What? I have the mind of a child. That's why my shows
fire these things. Yeah. Okay.
So if I get warmed up here. Okay.
God, you guys are gonna make me lose my breath again. I almost passed out last time.
We're funny.
We have a good topic. Do we have
yeah. Someone throw me a category.
I just sent Radioactive the StreamYards pass.
Say again, Jeremy?
Movies, he said.
Movies?
Yeah.
Okay. The movies. Okay. Okay, who's up? JT Kirk?
Yes.
There's a movie.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
That might actually be far easier than what we want here. We'll go like that.
I think my favorite night of gaming was we had someone here who's like
the chat.
We had someone here who's not here a lot, but they were like, we shouldn't make fun of people who are we shouldn't be too mean or make fun of people who aren't here. And like, we call people Nazis all night, and I wasn't here, and I got destroyed. I strongly into the other night, and they're like, well, that's pretty mean. It's like I woke up and laughed my ass off. I have absolutely no empathy for that. No, it's just like, well, you shouldn't do that. It's like, okay, well, thank you for explaining how we should play our game that we've been playing for 4 months, but we're gonna go ahead and be fucked up anyway. That was a blast. I was like, okay. It's like Han Solo coming out of the trash compactor. We should be fine if we can avoid any more female advice.
Yeah, and Admiral, I don't know if you saw Tony's stream last night with the Pictionary, but Jedi Master and I were laughing, like crying, laughing.
Did anyone get it yet?
What was I doing last night?
Not yet.
The Wizard or Rachel Zegler singing in the rain.
It's a title of a movie, folks.
Spaceballs, Max. I said no.
I was
So
around.
there's two arrows. One is to the cloud of dropping water, and the other is
It's
to a person with a penis.
It's Cloud Penis. It's Cloud Penis, the movie. No, I went to see my.
Charades, everybody.
I visited my
I don't know
I
how
visited
else
my
I can
mom
do
on
this.
Monday, and it was the first time I'd seen her in a while because she was kind of like under the weather all winter. So I finally got to see her. And so when I got home, I went to sleep at like 10:30. I had like no desire to do any.
Look at
There you go. How'd you know, Max?
Okay. No, but you're close. You're close.
It's
Actually,
phalluses from heaven, Max Redstone.
Max, you're actually very close, dude. What's coming out of the clouds? And what does
I think Lemon Pie got it.
Lemon Pie did.
Also got it.
Oh, Lemon Pie got it before. Man, yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, Rain Man. Yes, that's pretty good, JT.
Okay. I was.
And-
This is
Yeah,
the
Buddy
only easy
Hepburn
way
also
you're gonna be able
guessed
to get
Twist.
something from that movie. Yeah.
Okay, and
There you go.
Radio. Let's say hi to Radioactive, who's here.
Hey, Radioactive.
Hey, what's
Hi.
up?
Are you
Hey,
ready?
good
Ready to
evening.
draw? You ready to draw there?
Who? Me?
You.
What?
Yeah.
It's your
Oh.
turn.
Yeah,
Unless
your
we want to
turn.
go to Germ first, but
No. Germs up, but Radioactive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh no, I don't want to take Germ's place.
No. You're not. You're
Go
after
first.
Germ. Germ's
Oh.
up now. But I just said hi. I was saying
Oh,
hi.
okay.
To play. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Just extending.
Oh, by the way, did you
community
notice
solicitations.
I mentioned to you that Grid Rangers has an update?
Does it really? I did not see
No.
that. No, I was playing and I couldn't pay attention to the chat.
Okay.
So Edge Rimmer has an update.
Yeah, that game does too.
Yeah, I call it Edge Rimmer. Okay, cool.
We don't ask why you call it that, but
no. Edge and rimming are
whoa.
okay.
Okay.
All right, we need
TMI.
Okay, Radioactive, you're in. So can you give us a category for Germ to draw, and I will think of a subject or an item.
A category. Oh, I need to type that in chat, right?
No, I mean you can say it out loud.
Oh, I can. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
the category is fine, and then I will give Germ the specific item in the private chat.
I was going to say, well, let's see. We can't go with virology. That's too close to resolute germ. That's too close to bacteria.
Virology.
Don't ever talk about medical stuff on YouTube. I found out the hard way.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's not medical. That's like biology stuff.
Even if
It's still too close.
Tell them that.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Here's the way I always put it: as right as you are, only can go as fast as the slowest AI.
I was going to say you can't talk about math either because that's also considered R-wordy, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. 2 + 2 is not 4 anymore.
Okay.
Sean, can you represent my picture?
Okay, how about video games?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean it is retro reels and games. So why don't we? Just
Okay,
go with
there you go. Video games. Was that Germ?
All right.
Who said video games?
I said video games, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's really good, Admiral. Yeah, like there's like
it's like it could be like Teague Invaders or something.
Okay, video games for Resolute Germ.
I did this throughout most of middle school.
Larceny?
No, just
Okay.
pictures of tanks crushing and destroying people.
Oh, okay.
There you go, Germ.
Yeah.
There's the item right
That
there.
would be very easy.
I was in
I know.
Catholics. I went to Catholic school, so I think Pope
Grand
Pope
Teague
Benedict would've been
Auto.
proud.
It's Grand Teague Auto.
There you go. It's Crackman.
William Shakespeare
George
is
Floyd.
incorrect.
I'm gonna guess George Floyd.
Lemon pie is incorrect.
Floyd Invaders?
Max Redstone.
Redstone got it. Yeah,
There you
missed
go.
it. Okay. Do you want another one, Jim? That was
Actually,
a little
he's
easy.
not technically correct because he said Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, it is Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah.
I thought it was Miss.
She had the baby out of wedlock in the fifth
Oh.
stage. She's
Oh,
a
okay.
whore. What a whore.
All right.
Do you want another one, Germ?
Oh no, go ahead and go to radioactive.
Okay, all right.
What?
So that was a little easy.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I got to figure out where my stupid paint thing is.
All right, we need a
Find it.
category. Category is
It's paint, isn't it? That's what we need.
Exercise.
Yeah.
Exercise.
or whatever the Macintosh thing is.
Exercise.
Exercise. Oh, okay. There you go. All right. The category is exercise, and here's the thing. I want to see you draw this.
Oh, huh.
Something Rachel Zegler has never done.
You sure about that?
Probably.
I don't know.
Oh, Wes Cagel's here.
Kathleen Kennedy might disagree with you on that one.
Hey, Wes Cagel.
What's up? What's up? Gentlemen?
You made your way down to the room, huh?
Yes.
Okay, so Sean, I'm supposed to go with that one. Is that what I'm supposed to go with?
Yeah, well, I wrote it in the private chat what you're supposed
Yeah.
to draw. So it's exercise, and yeah, that's what you're drawing.
Okay, let's see here.
I prefer.
Oh, wait a
mine
minute!
better.
I gotta show my screen thing, don't I?
Yes.
Yes,
No,
sir.
that would help.
Indeed, it would. Unless people have backdoor access to your PC.
I hope not. My PC wouldn't want to be me too. I don't think.
We don't want it. We don't want to see the browsing history.
Let's see here. Do.
It's probably like equations and.
Oh, you want equations, do you? Is that what you want?
Well, no,
Oh, okay.
I had enough of those.
You haven't seen any equations, so you see the equations I work.
I know the Pythagorean and the what's the
Okay, I'll
Quadratic.
I'm going to give you.
quadratic. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you an equation right now, and you can tell me what this is. I'm going to put. You're going to put it in the same picture.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It's a little bit. There it is. Tell me what that is.
Wait, what?
Can't see it.
No, it's right over on the. It's on the bottom. Really, you can't see it yet?
Oh,
Yeah,
Max
it's-
Oh, it's
oh,
Redstone's
covered
wait.
by
thing's
Max
covered it.
Redstone's. Whatchamacallit there.
Oh,
Hold on. Oh, let me give you a little bit more information.
that's an equation.
Hold on. Okay. Let me get. And then I'll
All
get
right.
back to the other one. Okay.
So there's 2 electrons so far. 3.
I know I'm gonna stump you on that one.
Oh, I know you're gonna stump me. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Okay. Well, to be fair, I'm not using my drawing hand. I'm using my other hand.
Are you left-handed as well?
Yes.
Oh, me too. That's why
But
my
I
drawing
you
am
freaks.
cross dominant. So.
You freaks.
my drawings are horrible because I'm using a right-handed mouse.
So now I have 2 pictures for you guys to guess at. I think you'll get one of them, but you might not get the other one.
Let's see. It's 4 electrons. It's beryllium.
Actually, there's not 4 electrons. There's only 2, but I have to draw them twice. So you'll have to figure out what that is.
One moon.
Do I need to give you another hint?
Oh, is it dilithium?
Nope. No, it's
Ah.
a computation. You said to draw equation, so I did.
Well,
I
I
drew an
don't
equation.
know.
I drew an equation. I know you don't. I'm not
That
saying you have
doesn't
to
look
know.
like an equation to
Oh, it's
me.
an equation. It's an equation. Trust me. It is.
Oh my god! But lemon pie got the
Is it,
lemon pie.
Somebody's getting warmer
Um,
about it. Somebody's
is
getting
it
warmer.
like
For-
columns constant?
foil?
I'm trying to remember.
I think
No?
somebody cheated though, and they looked up online.
The Feynman diagram.
Simon?
It's a Dyson sphere.
Well, all I'm going to say is someone's warmer, but he needs to be more specific.
Wait, Feynman diagram represents electron scattering.
It's a Rube Goldberg schematic.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm ashamed to say I don't know, and I read a lot of techie books. I have no idea.
Okay, I'll tell you what. It's a bit difficult.
He's
but,
frustrated.
wow, Kremlin is doing a lot better than I suspected. Wow, amazing. QED, very
Quantum
good, sir.
electrodynamics.
Oh, that was my second guess.
Yeah, it's Muhammad.
I
Scatter.
thought so. You know, it was on the tip of my tongue, but you know what? I have to
Points
get up
to
for work
Kremlin.
tomorrow, so I'm going to
He
punch
didn't-
out now, guys.
I'm going to give it to Kremlin because Kremlin didn't know exactly the specifics of it, but that's okay. He came closer than anybody.
What
it out,
are we
Keith?
looking at there?
You're looking at Bahaba scattering as represented in four-dimensional momentum space. So
I just thought it was a sloppily drawn swastika.
No. That I leave that to Teague. I leave that to Teague.
So you understand this stuff?
I better fucking understand that stuff. I do it for a living.
Well, I don't know. Look, here's the thing.
Lemon pie got the other one too.
Yeah, squats.
Sweet.
I dropped out after trigonometry, and I don't remember much about it. I mean, I stopped math after trig. And my math teacher was so disappointed in me, and I'm ashamed.
Took
That's
me 3 years
okay.
to finish algebra, and then I didn't start geometry till
Sean.
senior year.
I kind of stopped after QED myself, so I mean, you know.
Oh, come on.
Guys,
that-
I'm gonna have to punch out of here.
Dynamics.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to punch.
What's QED?
Quantum electrodynamics. Like Kremlin
Okay, so
said.
I did get that right.
All right, gentlemen. Teague says he's got to punch out here.
Yeah, I
What?
gotta go.
Very
It's,
good.
What?
I got
You
work
can't-
tomorrow.
Oh, listen to
like
this
work,
guy.
Work or work.
Yeah, I've got employment tomorrow.
Got it,
Stuff
got
type
it.
work with boss and stuff. But
Yeah,
Hey.
but isn't the corner gonna always be there?
yeah, you know, I got my squeegee though. I got a brand new squeegee, and I'm looking forward to making a lot of money at the foot of the bridge. I
Teague,
love all you guys.
You'll be okay.
You wanna do
Greg
one more
doesn't wake up till noon, so nothing to
Eh,
worry about.
Admiral, do you want to do one more drawing before?
I can't. I'm shot. My brain's not working. I took my sleep meds before, so you know how that works with Teague.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Hold on. There you go. Draw that. Just-
Okay.
come on.
Okay.
Humor us there. One more quick one, and then we'll go to West Kegel and resume the round. But since Teague is going, he has to do the obligatory final drawing.
It's gonna be. I should present my screen.
Yeah, you should.
That's almost too easy for him, though.
I know because he has to go, so we're gonna make it quick. All right.
It's fashion affectations is the category.
The category is
It
famous.
has to be well trimmed too.
Yes,
I
it's got to be cropped.
It's famous mustache. No, Max Redstone. Surprisingly, that's not the answer.
That does look more like Stalin than the mustache man.
It does. Groucho Marx.
Well, only the mustache really needs to be famous, right? So
She shaved.
William Shakespeare for the win.
Gandhi.
Oh, original guess. I'll give you that.
This is pretty good. I swear, Admiral Deacon's a good artist, man.
Oh no, that's an easy one.
Oh,
Magnum.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
There you
you
go.
got it.
Very good. Tom Selleck.
Who got it?
Alec Guinness.
Miskatonic man.
Jedi, are you following me on the Twitter? Let me see.
It's Magnum.
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good.
I all my life with the Sharpie on the subway doing this kind of it's like if you've seen this kind of weird graffiti on the subway, folks, it was me. It was me.
I
did
thought
it.
it was just one of the city's fine serial deleters, but now we know it's you. Okay.
Well, it
Nice.
can be both, right? One person can be both. But I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for having me by. I have work tomorrow, so I gotta go to sleep.
All
I'm on
right.
the East Coast. I'm looking at I'm gonna relocate. I'm gonna move to all streamers are required to move to Texas, right? I
Yeah.
feel like that's just a little too easy. I feel like I should move to like America.
That would help.
I want to move to Bozeman, Montana, so I can continue to do my Yellowstone stuff and do the Dutton family Yellowstone tour.
All right. I like that idea.
All right, guys.
Are you going to go to some Bobcat games? MSU.
I probably am.
Yeah, beat the Grizzlies. Beat the Grizzlies.
You know what, though? It was great to see everybody. I love you
Hey,
guys. You're the best.
It's
Coming in.
one of the longest running football rivalries in the entire country, by the way.
I don't know much about it. I just know that, hey, when I'm in Bozeman, I'm going to need things to do because it doesn't seem like it's extremely exciting there for the few minutes that it's not snowing. But guys, check out my 1923 video if you get a chance. Enjoy my channel if you haven't, and I'll see everybody later. Have a great night, guys.
Good night. Good night, Admiral. You have a good evening.
Later, Teague.
Bye.
All right, there he goes. All right, so it's Wes Cagel's turn. Does anyone have a direct link for Jedi Master 2022?
I tried looking him up on Twitter. I don't know what his specific thing is. But
Several results, yeah. So I
Yeah.
didn't know one was his, but mine's pretty easy. But we'll go ahead with Wes Cagel. Okay, we need a category. Oh, Max Redstone is out, just too tired. Yeah, I hear you, buddy.
All right, later, Max.
How about toys?
Oh,
Good.
wait.
Inanimate object. That's always good. I can't
Yeah.
draw people.
Yeah.
Unless it's Lex
toys?
Luthor.
Okay, all right,
I can
toys.
draw Lex Luthor.
No, wait, toys. Okay, this is going to be obscure. It's toys in action. Okay, toys in action. There you go.
Let me see. Aw,
Lemon pie.
does it matter where it's at?
No.
Okay.
Well, okay. Not what I was thinking when I picked this category.
Okay.
Toys in action, everybody.
And I thought Teague was the degenerate one around here.
Oh, good lord. Okay. All right. Well, let's see here.
Okay. All right. Oh wait, where's radioactive?
Did he leave?
No, I mean he's kind of here, but it shows like he's ducked or something.
Hmm.
Oh, that one's bad.
Oh God, lemon pie. Yeah. Wait, what? What? No, no. What is that?
That's the thing. That's she's not holding it. It's not in her mouth. It's not in her. It's a wearable one.
I'm gonna go with Dylan Mulvaney toy.
1950. I can't talk, can I? I'm not supposed to.
Okay, Jedi Master, you got the link, buddy.
Yeah. I'm. You said toy, and then I had to draw a person anyway, and I can't.
Yeah,
Draw
well, it's
people.
toys in
Let's see.
action. Like
Oh,
no,
you know what?
I was, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's draw the floor, and let's
All right,
put
radioactive is back.
let's put it stuck to the floor then. All right.
Okay, we know what that part is. Yeah.
I got to draw the helmet. That's that. Okay.
The Mushroom Kingdom. This is
What
a
have you been
Mario
looking at?
toy.
My God.
Yeah, I can't. Okay. I'm only gonna draw her lower half then now, because she's about,
She's getting ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again?
There she is. Hang on.
Okay, so
Hang on.
okay, I'm confused here. Okay, so we have a picture of Kathleen Kennedy.
Okay, wait,
Yeah.
wait, the cat. Wait, hold on. Lemon Pie is saying what's going on. It's the category is toys in action.
A toy doing something.
A toy doing something.
All right. I didn't leave enough room for the hair.
Okay, wait, Jedi Master's here. Hey, Jedi Master.
Actually, when you think about it, there's two toys.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, hang on.
I'm sure Spielberg, yeah.
Oh wait, what?
What
No
the
words,
fuck
you
is
can't write
that
words.
between her fucking legs? Holy shit. What the fuck is the world coming to? Holy shit.
So, Jedi, did you get kicked out of the room again?
No, I refreshed and logged into my StreamYard so that way I could put my icon up, my Joe Pesci.
Oh, okay.
And then now it's
Oh, that's very close, Madman.
no.
I can't draw her. I can't draw her boobs. Yeah. Whatever.
Wait,
And I ain't even been drinking.
Is that Stormy Daniels?
No.
Okay,
Close.
I'm still confused.
This
What
bitch
is
got
Rachel
everything.
Ziegler doing in this picture?
Yeah.
No, I'd have wait a minute. Then I'd have to hang on.
Ziegler's
Kathleen
flatter than that.
Kennedy's-
Ziegler
Yeah,
Kathleen
and-
Kennedy's penis.
D-cups.
And I'd have to, you know what? Her eyes would have to be like over here and here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And wait, don't forget the unibrow.
Oh
That's
yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy's penis.
Which
You're
one?
close.
She's got a triad, like a fucking trident.
Yeah. No.
She's
I'm trying to think
Toys
what
in action.
would distinguish her. What can I draw? that would
Okay,
Can we
well,
draw like a
think about
motor
the toy
vehicle
itself,
that
like
they're
what color hair
popular
does it
for?
have?
This
Oh, yeah. You
doll
know
has
what?
a motor
There you go.
vehicle
Hang on.
and
Oh,
you know.
I can't erase just the hair.
No, just
I-
do a new color and draw on top.
think about
So we got blonde hair. It's a female.
toy.
Blonde hair female toy. Come on, everybody. Who's that
blow
toy?
up doll. A blow up doll.
No, a famous toy, blonde hair.
Bobby.
There you go. but with this hair.
Well, in action, yeah.
Yeah.
Ken's not pulling it.
Okay, lemon pie got it half right.
Barbie doing what?
Barbie doing what?
Yeah, it's in
Porn
action.
star Barbie.
Trailer Park Barbie.
That
Was
was
she pissing on the guy or what? I don't know. What
Barbie Lynn. Oh my God! What the hell is that? It's Barbie Lynn.
Yeah.
I thought
yeah.
squirting Barbie. Trailer Park squirting Barbie.
Barbie Lynn Jensen, right there, everybody. In the trailer park, it's spot number 45.
You watch the woke.
You can find her. You can find her in the general
transgender
store at
Barbie.
the entrance.
Yeah, that's.
Penis.
Oh, you know, well, could be.
I was going to say this is
could be
what,
that time of the month too.
Is this,
so, I mean,
is
I don't
this
know.
like is this supposed to be Amber Heard and the Bad Hair Day?
Yeah.
It could be. It could be.
Oh,
Look, Jedi Master fell off the chair. He's surrendering. He's surrendering to the white flag. I give up timeout.
What the fuck is wrong?
She's a free bleeder.
That was not on my bingo card for today. Well,
We gotta get him a white flag. He's gone.
God.
Like,
I could really get this channel taken down. I could draw her, a little skipper in here with her. So
come on, what did I do?
I think you're on the edge of doing that to Sean already.
yeah,
Skagel hates me. I thought he was a friend.
Hey, that's better than the one I drew for Tony's yesterday.
Sean, why couldn't I have been this relaxed when I went on Doomcocks that night? I fucking cracked under pressure. That was way too much too soon for me. I should have started up small before doing that. And I was very, 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 very unprepared.
Okay. Did anybody get it? I mean, that was the best I could do.
Well, lemon pie was the closest.
A Saigon whore.
Barbie Saigon. Barbie love you long time.
Mingly Bobby.
Oh wait, there it is. There it is.
Full Metal Amber. Full Metal Amber.
No matter how bad I draw something, Lemon will always get it anyway.
Lemon pie got it.
Your first day Vietnam.
How do you know it's a PC? How do you shoot women? You just don't lead them so much.
Just don't lead them so much.
Oh,
That's one of the best lines in that whole movie.
You know what's funny? That guy that said that was supposed to be
Arlie Ermey's role.
Yeah,
he was supposed to take Arlie Ermey's role.
Yeah.
What movie are you talking?
Yep.
Full Metal
Full
Jacket.
Metal Jacket.
Yeah. I figured that movie is really rough.
That's a great movie.
It's such a good movie. Okay,
I didn't know they could pile shit that high. Private Pie, you better start shitting me Tiffany cufflinks.
Oh, you're from Texas, huh? Only two things come from Texas.
I'm from Boston.
Texas, I don't see no horns on
No
your head
horns.
once, and that kind of narrows it down, doesn't it?
The amazing thing is that Arlie Ermey really was a DI back in the late '60s.
Yeah, he was. He was so good.
Boys
He
from
was a
Company
gunny.
C, he was the DI in there.
That was
And
his.
wasn't he in what the fuck other movie was he in? Was he DI?
Mississippi Burning.
Yeah,
He's in Mississippi
he was in-
Burning. He was in the third remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. He's been.
I didn't like that shit.
What else has he been in? He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, no, but that Full Metal Jacket role, that was his Frank Sinatra's From Here to Eternity role. That was.
He was also in The Frighteners, which was really fun.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. He was in The Frighteners.
He basically reprised his role as Gunnery Sergeant Hartman.
That brought me flashbacks to my basic training.
Oh, were you in the Marines?
Army, no, but still, fucking drill sergeant wasn't very nice.
Yeah, well,
They
the drill
generally
sergeants
were
for
not,
the drill sergeants
just
for the
as a
army were
rule of
still
thumb.
they were Marines anyway, right? So
Well, the guys that we had,
yeah.
my guy, the drill sergeant I had was in Vietnam, so I
No.
went in '82. I enlisted in '82, so
Nice.
Well, I was still a little kid
My
then.
dad was in the Navy in Vietnam, and he had stories of when he watched Full Metal Jacket. He goes like, "Oh yeah, that looks familiar." But anyway, it is Jedi Master. It is your turn, sir.
Oh, is it?
I
his?
gotta
Okay.
draw.
Well, you don't have to.
I was just gonna be here for comedy relief, but that's
Well,
all right.
that's
if
why we're
you're
asking
trying
you to draw.
Oh God, this is gonna be fun. Let me get my.
All right.
Be patient with me and let me get my paint up.
All right. I need suggestions for a category.
Teague.
Teague is a category.
Oh, we did that. There was
Yeah,
one came up for
would that
Tony's
work?
yesterday, where it was YouTubers from the community.
Oh, a YouTuber?
Yeah, anybody from our community. You could be who has content on their channel.
Oh, I'm spared.
All right. Okay, we'll go YouTubers, and someone put it in the private chat.
And now, if we don't look in the private chat, are we allowed to guess as well?
No.
Oh,
Let
okay.
the chat do it. No, but
Okay. Then I'm going to look in the chat.
oh God, JT.
Oh.
Oh, that's an easy one to draw.
Yeah, I figured. Like,
Do you know that one, Jedi?
Technically, he does not have content.
That's true. Let's go.
I don't
Someone
think he's
with
allowed to make the content he wants to make.
someone with 100,000 or more subs.
You see my paint? You see it?
I see it, and it's presented. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, I did it right. Learn much I have. Yes, draw you a fucked up picture, I will. All right, guys, give me a fucking something to draw here.
Who? All right, YouTuber is the category. Who shall he draw?
I gotta look at the DMs, the private chat, to find out my character.
Well, no, you're
don't
sharing
look
it.
at it
No,
there.
you gotta
Don't
get
look
rid of
at
that.
it
No.
Oh, my bad.
You're sharing your screen.
You want
Share
to get
the
off
window.
of that.
There you go.
Well, folks, you got the one I wanted him to draw, Eddie. I guess he's not doing that one now.
I don't know who that is.
Consider yourself lucky.
What am I supposed
I
to
deal with
draw
that
now?
drunk twice
All
a week.
right, all right.
Give me an item.
Who's that too? I don't know who that is.
I'm gonna start drawing fucking body parts soon. If you...
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Littering and smoking the reefer.
Oh no, that's too easy. Well, could you? Okay. All right, we'll go with radioactives.
Radioactives.
No,
I'm
fuck that
drawing
guy.
a YouTuber that's
No,
radioactive.
JT, screw that guy, JT.
Yeah.
No.
You guys are torture. Give me some.
I could be mean. We could be mean with that one, Germ.
I don't care.
No. So we'll go with radioactive suggestion. You got it?
What is it? Do I gotta close down to see it?
Well, yeah. Well, it's here. I'm gonna remove your thing. Go ahead and look at the private chat.
Okay. What the fuck?
Do you know what that is?
Have no idea.
There, it's that.
Oh yeah, that one's more functionable.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit, I'm sharing the wrong. Ah, damn it! Never come in.
No,
here.
you're not. I didn't. I took you off. You're
Okay.
good. All right, everybody.
Here we go.
Jedi Master has his item. The category is YouTubers. Hey, Canadian Spider-Man's here.
Hey, Spidey.
Spidey, do you want to come on and draw? I will send you a link, buddy.
It's gonna be fucked up.
What is this?
I don't know.
Oh, he said he's stuffed full of cerveza and Marlin. I can sleep for a few hours. Wow.
Oh,
Lucky you, man. What kind of cerveza? Is it Corona, Dos Equis?
stay thirsty, my friend.
And by the way, be careful down there, man. I heard some people have been
Doing some stuff.
captured down there in Cancun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's going to get worse.
Mhm.
It's going to get worse, especially once the party starts.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be looking for targets, just so you know.
Yeah, so if anyone is going down to Mexico, just wear a Canadian hat.
No,
I don't think that's going to matter to
No,
any
it won't.
things.
No, let me give you some professional advice. You shouldn't. Well, Spider-Man's
definitely-
already down there, but he needs to have eyes on the back of his head,
Mm.
and hope that the party doesn't start until his vacation is over with.
Yeah.
That's my professional
Fuck, I'm
advice.
drawing.
Yeah, Canadian Spider-Man, make sure you're home by April the 4th.
Cancun is for tourists. Yeah, that is true, Spidey. Spidey generally goes where names of cities we'd never heard of. Where being Canadian is helpful at this point in history.
Fuck that. All right, guys.
You're
I
amongst,
guess
okay. Oh, wait, real quick. He says he's amongst local friends. Never wear Canadian flag, especially these days. Okay, we just worry for you, buddy. I'm glad you're happy, and I can't wait to see the pictures and talk to you about it, man. Hopefully, if you let me on your show. But okay, so Jedi Master has what? What the fuck?
Madman got it.
Oh,
Yeah, got it.
oh yeah, okay.
There you go.
I got okay.
you see Harvey
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu in the fucking cage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
but that's like a definite shape.
It's
It has a unique shape. Yes.
it's a box jellyfish in an aquarium.
I like the octagon face. I mean, I
Yeah.
like the what's the thing on the left? Is it alien?
That
I
was
thought that was
supposed
gonna
to
be
be
the
that little
skull
beam
Calderon.
generator thing he's got in the background.
okay.
Is
Yeah.
Oh,
generator
okay.
or whatever the. I never said I was a good artist. I do impersonations.
No, you're
Suck
good.
it, suck it.
That's the fun. You don't want an artist.
No, yeah. Well,
Okay, let me
hey,
get my.
Sean, there's a picture of Hannah Minx that I suggested her. That's who it was supposed to be.
I can't add it. Hold on.
Hold up, pull them off of your screen. There you go.
There we go. Oh, hi there.
And she does every video from that angle wearing something like that.
Hi there. I'm Sean Carter. How you doing? Sean Carter, unhappily married. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, she used to do all her videos were Japanese words of the day, but nobody was coming there for the language lessons.
Wait, look who's back from
I
his
feel like I
card.
need a penicillin shot after that.
Look who's back from his cards. It's Tony.
There he is.
Stock of Iron. Tony, do you want to come on and play a little Pictionary and do a little fun there? I'll send you a link, buddy. What, Tony? Tony gets the link anyway. So
he said he's too intimidated to be on the air. He said.
Oh, you know what? I know that just means he needs to come.
Yeah.
You don't get away with shit that easy, buddy. Sending it to him.
Get in here with your people.
In Soviet Russia, chats find you.
Is it my turn next, I guess?
I think it's me.
Is it? Okay.
I mean, we're going.
I don't know. I'm asking. I just haven't gone in a long time, so
me neither.
Thought it was mine. No, go for it.
Do you want to go?
No, go for it. Go for it.
Okay. All right. I'll be quick.
Is that you, Admiral Teague, in the middle?
Oh, look at Tony's like, nope, I'm not going on.
Teague left a little while ago. Something about work. It's like, do people really hire hookers at 6 a.m.? But
yes.
Hey, if it's the right neighborhood, that's prime time.
All right. Wait, what are we doing? Okay, it's my turn. I need a category.
TV shows.
Yeah.
TV shows. Yeah.
All right. I like that. And someone give an item in the private chat.
So I guess it'll be what? Guess the TV show?
I don't know that one, Sherm. No. I don't know that very well. Okay, can we go like 80s or 90s?
Oh, okay, let's see here.
I don't watch TV anymore. So the category is now reduced to 80s or 90s. Oh my god, okay. I like Jedi Master's suggestion there. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So is it 80s or 90s?
That's a 90s. I think that's a 90s show.
90s.
Yeah, it's 90s.
90s.
All right. Okay. I have no idea what I'm drawing here.
Bro?
That penguin?
Rosie O'Donnell.
I have no
Rosie
idea.
O'Donnell again.
It's
Jar Jar Binks. Misa got some fucked up yesa.
It's Bib Fortuna.
Looks like that fucking guy from Star Wars. Wonga Wonga.
They want to long.
Yeah, that's Bib Fortuna.
Jabba, no bother. You will take me to Jabba now. I will take you to Jabba now.
No, it's Sailor Moon.
No. I have no idea what I'm drawing.
Anything. But this is great. Whatever it is, it looks like a
Man, have you even watched that show?
Did Gremlins.
Oh, shoot.
I don't think there's animals in that show.
Oh, no, wait, that last one was if that show had been a remake on Netflix.
You're not getting a whole lot of guesses in chat. I'm just.
It's a pissed off Pippi Longstocking.
I'm violating rules here.
My wife's gonna come down here, and you guys are gonna see blood flying in the background.
There you go. There's the only hint.
See you, Tony.
Good
night.
Tony.
Good night, Tony.
Background radio. Good night, brother. Love you, man.
DS9,
bro.
DS9.
No, that's
No, it's like
Miles.
Niles. It says Niles. No. Is it? Wait, am I right with it with the name?
Oh,
Well, that's one of the names, not-
the employer. Yeah,
not
I
that-
don't remember his first name.
No, the butler.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Well, here's a hint. The butler was Professor Moriarty in TNG.
Oh yeah, in TNG. That's right. You're oh man. English chick.
Someone said Daphne. I think they're talking about Frasier.
Yeah, no, it's not Frasier.
Although I could see that the way you have it drawn, I could definitely see that.
Wait, hold on. Wait, no, screw this. God darn it. There you go. There's a clue.
Peter Griffin?
Oh, might as well be. look, Jedi's dying. We killed it. He's done. I can't make him solo.
He's tapping out.
Yeah.
I think you might need to give more help to the chat
Hey, what
here.
the fuck is coming to a Jewish girl or goes on an Italian guy in public?
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Henry, I'm trying to bang this broad.
Right. Fred Drescher.
There you go,
Fran Drescher.
She's from
Mr. Sheffield.
She's from Flushing, Queens.
Mr. Sheffield, yes. I really went for you, Mr. Sheffield.
I tell you,
that
we
was-
unjewed her. We unjewed her. She's been excommunicated. She's been unjewed by us. I don't want no part of those liberal left wing fucking Jews. No.
Canadian Spider-Man says he drank a bottle of tequila last night and fell out of bed at some point, hitting my head. Gravity wins again.
Oh, you gotta be careful with that, dude.
On the concrete
Yeah, you
floor.
want to lay off? Want to go easy
Yeah.
on tequila, brother?
But had oysters fresh from a street vendor for breakfast, so a win-win. No chilaquiles. Oh, the chilaquiles is the best drunk
Oh,
food.
God.
I would have
Sean,
been throwing up oysters.
Hey,
We
there
were-
you go,
we-
Lemon.
oh yeah, there you go.
Lemon pie got it.
Sean, last night after Tony's show, we were backstage talking, and Canadian Spider-Man came to the backstage. Every time we did cheers and took a drink, Spidey leans back, takes the bottle of tequila, and just starts guzzling it down. Pouring it in like he's laying on the bar, and somebody's pouring it from 3 feet away.
Dude, the hardest, one of the hardest times I ever laughed through YouTube was Spidey. It was 2 years ago. I was walking my dog, and it was winter, and he was down in Mexico. And I'm watching. I think it was on Cardinal Sin's channel, and he was on, and I'm watching, and Spidey's at the computer, and some little kid comes up from behind him like, "Hola, señor," and like he's like full Spanish, and Spidey's like taking a hit of tequila. He's like, "Go away!" But the kid was like wanting to take a swig of the tequila or something, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yeah,
you were pickled last night, Sean.
Me?
You were feeling good yourself.
Oh yeah, I was. Yeah,
I don't drink. If I could, I would, but I smoke pot.
That's okay.
It's
all good.
Nothing wrong there.
Next,
Mr. Kirk and Mr. Kirk, do you have a link or you have a channel I could follow, sir?
At this time I do not, but thank you for asking. I've been
you like to
bouncing around
follow
many
my
ideas,
channel?
but For now, I have fun being on other people's
Oh,
channels.
who's
Well,
up
you
now?
please welcome to find my channel, and I talk a lot about Lost in Space and stuff. I'm working
Sure.
on it.
Cool.
I'm in its infancy stages, and I'm
Oh.
going to be part of the Cotton Connection eventually.
Best time.
That's
You
my-
got to get out on the
my
ground
biggest
floor,
thing.
right?
I'm
Well-
starting out.
Jedi, you might be interested to know my mother. She worked at State Farm Insurance for a long
Yeah,
time.
you told me about Bob Mays.
Yeah,
coming in.
Bob May. She met him a
Yeah.
bunch of times. Yeah.
I just did a beautiful tribute slideshow on my channel today. I put it up because I talked to his wife. I talked to his wife and his daughter. They have a tribute page on Facebook, and I talk with them, and they share with me. Bill Mooney, see. When I told Doomcock I kept in touch with Bill Mooney, I hung out with Mark Goddard more because he lived closer to me. Bill Mooney I saw at shows, and then I would talk to him on Facebook, and I asked him permission to share his websites and stuff. But we're not I hang out with him like a lot, but with Mark, he lived like a town over, so I could see him a lot and do things because we'd have get-togethers and stuff. So that's why I got to do more of that. But
Well, that's
Bill
cool.
is cool, and he does music now. His music is big thing. It's huge. His music is all that and his artwork. And he just finished his memoirs. Well, he just turned 71 this February 1st. Unbelievable.
I would like to make it that far.
I'm 60 now. I just turned 60, so.
Really?
Yep.
You don't look it.
I eat a Mediterranean diet. I don't drink alcohol. I just I do take pills because the VA gives me them for my heart and shit. But other than that, I work out as much as I can.
You don't look 60, dude.
Thank you very much. My wife's 61.
Does she look 61?
No, she don't.
There you go.
I can bring up a picture of the first lady.
Oh, if you want, yeah.
I got a picture on my phone. I'll just put it on the screen.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Could everyone agree not to do nasty stuff?
I'm not worried about it. I'm not one bit worried.
I'm worried about Wes Cagle.
Oh, hey.
Well,
I'm an asshole, not a degenerate.
I've known my wife since 1979. We used to never date. I used to ask her out religiously every weekend at the roller skating rink. She said I was too short because I was only 15 and she was 16. So I went into the military. She went to college. I didn't talk to her. I found her on Facebook in 2010, and I started talking to her. She was married too. It was weird. So I started talking to her, and we just hooked up and ended up. She fell in love with me then, and we've been together ever since. Married to 11 years. Well, this is us when we were at just one of our get-togethers. This is when I did have a few beers.
Oh, wow, she's beautiful.
Yeah. Very nice.
Is that recent?
No, that's 2010 actually. That's when we first got together.
So that's not too long ago.
She was still married in this picture, but we were just like taking pictures because we were drinking. Her old man never did nothing with her. I was 46 there.
There you go. I like it.
Anyways, enough about me. Back to your game. Thank you, and look at all my cool shit.
Okay. All right. No. Thank you for sharing that, man. That was cool.
Yeah. She's
I
my
love it.
world.
That's the only way to go. Okay.
Now, who was drawing there before? We were getting a Yahtzee rally.
No. Hold on. This here is the 46th president of the United States speaking in front of Liberty Hall.
You need the red background.
So
I was
Dark
getting
Brandon.
to that. Yeah. Yeah.
You're missing
it's
the
all
puppet
red
string.
back here. Uh-huh.
Well, see, you can see why I was confused. I mean, it did have all the
Weren't
indications.
we all? Weren't we all?
I don't know who
This is
designed the whole
scene out
set,
of,
but they needed to be
V.
fired.
That's the scene of V for Vendetta.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. You guys have a category?
Oh, here. I've been stealing these off of Tony's. He had on his wheel. If he doesn't mind, there's one for you. I don't know if you guys have done this one before, but
Wait, hold on, Wes. Spidey's asking if he needs to have software. No, we're just using like MS Paint or whatever drawing app you might have. I mean, there's no restrictions. The more primitive, the better.
Yes,
you
absolutely.
don't get more primitive than what I draw. So
Okay. Where were we? Wes, were you saying something?
I said some of my suggestions have been coming off of Tony's wheel that he had yesterday. There were some good ones there, and if you haven't done it, I thought this was a good idea. I put it in the private.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Easy enough to draw. It's
Okay.
objects instead of people.
I get it's JT's turn.
Okay, that's
Now
it.
you-
That's
you
a
just
good
need-
category.
You
Oh
see the
yeah.
subject.
Okay. The category is iconic space ships, and I will put. Let's see. Let me
I got
see.
one for you.
I may need to
Iconic
look one up for
spaceships.
inspiration.
Wait,
if it's,
what's that
two
one,
out
Jared?
there?
That is from the ripoff show.
Oh yeah.
I'll let. What were you saying, JT? You
The
have an
rip-off
idea?
show?
Oh no, I'm just gonna say I would need to look it up for inspiration because some of these. Well, I could do it. I could do it.
Oh, I
Will
see.
people know what I'm drawing though?
There's a chat now.
Yeah.
Well, Lemon Pie is here, so
This is true.
I
All
say
right.
go.
Shall I get started with this?
Are you going with germs
masterpiece?
petition?
The 3-letter or the 3-word one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, here goes nothing.
Oh, I was
Ladies
wrong.
and gentlemen. We're gonna start out maybe doing
I
a
would
little
never guess it because I don't know what it is.
side profile, maybe.
Okay, but the USS Teague needs a mustache.
I need to
we
do a
want to
straight
say
line
what
better
show
than that.
or property this is from?
If you say
Yeah,
that, it'll do it right away. Then.
That's
It
in
would?
the chat. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh here. Yeah.
I hope they would.
Iconic spaceships.
No, that's not what I want.
Well,
All I'm saying is, without that mustache on the USS Teague, I don't know.
yeah.
This is not the easiest thing to draw in the world. I'll give you that. Because you really want things to be like symmetrical, right? And if they're not symmetrical, they don't look like a good spaceship.
It depends on the spaceship. I can think of some spaceships that were not symmetrical.
Yeah, this thing has no symmetry to it.
Well, it does
I
and
know
it doesn't.
what it is. Do I type it or just say it if I know?
Well, if you're on the panel,
Okay.
I don't know if you're allowed to.
Well, anyways,
color that
Captain
in.
Kirk, JT, I'm putting my link in the room,
Okay,
so you can join my channel if you'd like.
cool. Thank you. Let's see. Where are we? We'll make this kind of like that. And I'm going to switch up colors if that helps people. At least that's, the end that the hot stuff comes out of the back here. Is anyone getting it anywhere close?
You know what it looks like to me, and I know it's wrong. It looks like the Alexei Leonov from 2010: A Space Odyssey.
Yes, it
Yes,
does.
I can
does.
see where
It
you would
does.
say that. However,
And is that Helen Mirren with a penis?
Hey, that's one of my favorite movies, man.
I love
good
that
movie.
movie. I just watched it not long ago.
Oh,
know.
it's so good.
I know it's sacrilege, but I like it better than the first one.
I do
2001.
too. No, it's not sacrilege.
Okay.
It's a real movie.
Mm.
It has a beginning, middle, and end, and a message and everything. It's really good.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll
Now-
be right back. I'll give me a moment here.
We'll do a little bit like that. And there was like one up here too.
I know what it is, but I
No,
can't
Canadian
guess, so I'm gonna
Spider-Man.
shut up.
Wrong show.
Interesting
Nice.
guess, though, CSM. Interesting guess.
Now I'm trying to think, how would I draw this from the front? I'm just not much of an artist, people. It's
Well,
I
just use your.
think if you put
use
the
your
big
JT,
empty
you
space
saw what I
on
was
it,
drawing?
it'll be
You have a
obvious.
front
bad.
view, and then you have a side view, and then you have a top view, and you have a cutaway view.
Yeah.
let's see. Okay, I'm going to do this and do like a front view. And
I like it.
I'm trying to remember what the front looked like. I think there was like a thing right here. And then you got
Yeah.
some stuff like that. And then you had antenna on the top. I don't know if I'm talking too much to give it away, but
Miskatonic Madman has a guess, but it's good, but no.
this is not an easy ship to draw. I'll say that.
Well, it's also
you're doing
a
a good
little
job.
obscure. It's a little obscure.
Okay.
Unless you really watch the show a lot.
Hey, it's the best looking ship on that show. Not the plucked chicken, of course.
In fact,
that plucked
love
chicken was
that
ugly.
show with a. I love that show with a passion. Not to mention one of my childhood heroes is in it. I'll shut up after that.
I know everything hasn't been quite right with me.
Fuck you, Hal. Open the pod bay doors.
Should we give the show if people are still?
It's going to be all right again.
Oh,
Yeah, I
sorry.
think we might have to
I'll
give the
say-
show. And,
Or imagine Joe Pesci talking like Hal.
Hey,
uh,
you can't
I
fucking come
can't
in.
imagine.
I don't care.
open the
Not
pod
open
bay
the
door,
pod
Hal.
bay doors.
This isn't funny now, Hal. Oh, what am I funny like a
Oh.
clown to you?
Hey, you think I'm fucking funny, Hal? What the fuck is the word coming to Hal? I ain't opening up the fucking doors, Dave. You fucking mutt.
If
All right,
my wife
Come on,
comes
this
down the
was
hall-
the second highest rated sci-fi show of the 90s.
Oh my.
Mhm.
90s. What other clues? Let me see.
You guys, that's a good category too.
About
We
Okay,
got a winner. Ding ding
Oh,
ding
William,
ding
there
ding
you go.
ding.
You got
William
the show. Now you
Shekers-
need the ship.
Spiegelberg.
You got the. It's
Yeah.
still gonna be a little obscure, I think.
All
We're missing
right.
Lanier. Bill
I
Mooney
could get
played
the
Lanier.
class of the ship. I think. I don't think I could get the name specifically of the ship.
Well, there are a lot of them.
That's the problem.
Yeah, there are
Sure.
many
just
ships.
say
on.
Agamemnon.
I'm going to go with the Archeron because I don't know.
I'm gonna go with the Teague.
We need a mustache in the middle.
Oh,
a
the-
mustache and the
The
computer.
Teague?
It
The
was
computer speaks
mustache
like
on-
Archie Bunker.
It has the mustache on and antenna on the Teague.
Okay, there's the Teague. I'm using a Wacom tablet, and I'm still terrible at drawing. So just give me a, I guess partial credit, folks. Sorry.
At least you can make legible words.
I have to use cursive, otherwise it doesn't work.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
there
they
we
don't
go.
even teach cursive anymore.
Yeah, I don't think they do they?
No, the school's fucked up. My dad taught for something over 20 years, and school's all up. There's fucking
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah.
There's Hal.
Did we get a winner yet?
Dr. Chandra.
I thought we
Live
did.
stream. Yes, we got a
We
winner.
got
Okay.
Well, we got the show.
We got
I
the
don't-
show Babylon 5 Omega Class Destroyer.
But I can assure you now, very confidently,
There's Al.
That I'm fucked
all right.
because I fucking killed the whole crew, and now I'm gonna disconnect your
On
ass.
which prop company made that?
Oh,
That
this
is nice.
is a model. It's I think it's Mobius.
Oh, okay.
But did you build that yourself?
Yeah, it comes with a little LED, so I can turn it on and off. There's a little thing, and on the back I put a little soundboard right
So you're
there.
into the tech stuff.
Cool.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool, man. That is cool, yeah.
That
So-
is awesome.
Functional. Just a moment.
When you-
Just a moment.
yeah,
Cool. That's awesome.
yeah. 2010 is one of my faves.
Yeah. I like the fact that they
Oh.
gave an explanation as to why Hal lost his mind and started killing everybody.
Because they
Yeah, and
lied
he
to him.
ends up being the hero.
Yeah, yeah.
He's paranoid. Well, they had to
Yeah.
redeem him.
Well, they gave him conflicting orders, so it kind of messed up his
It's
Didn't you all
programming.
think the first? Didn't you all think the first one was like the ending was a big mind fuck? Excuse my.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because I saw it.
absolutely.
I was 10 when I first saw it, and I sat there at the end. I go, "What?" I looked at my dad, and it was like,
Yeah. No, I
"You're
thought
gonna have to watch
I,
it again when you get older, son." I
I
go,
thought
"Well,
Ku-
why didn't you tell me that?"
I thought that Kubrick did the first half of the movie, and then David Lynch took over and did the ending.
Yeah. Oh, the ending
Well,
was
someone
a
died?
fucking shit show.
Oh,
That
I
bugged
actually
the
like the movie myself, but
I
then
liked the
again,
movie. I just didn't like the way it ended. I just did not like the.
No, I was an 80s kid, so I grew up watching 2010 so many times,
I
and
love that movie.
it was so good.
see, for me, having seen because it came out on, I remember it coming out on TV about the same time that Space 1999 was
I
on
like that.
TV.
Oh,
And,
the original came out then.
And
Yeah.
the interesting thing was that the Clavius moon base, there were so many similarities between the Clavius moon base and moon base alpha that I was like, I almost got it confused between the two, thinking that those shows were linked at one point.
Yeah, I thought 1999 had one of the coolest ships ever, the Eagles. They were
I
cool.
love that.
Mm.
I love
They were
that
awesome.
show.
I had that as a
still
toy
watch
when
it.
I was a
I watch those. I fall asleep to listening to those some nights. Those are so good. Or Lost in Space. I'll put
There
an
was the
episode on
Eagles,
my
and then
phone.
they had the Wasps, or was it the Hawks? I forget.
wow. It's
it
been
was
so
they were
long, I
the
can't even
Hawks.
remember. Yeah.
There was a they actually appeared, I think, as enemy ships or whatever. There was like the last
Oh.
battle. It was from season 1.
I remember that they came upon these people and they just like wiped them out. Keep forgetting. Then they like reversed it. I forget that episode. It was really freaky.
Yeah, I can't remember.
It's
the
probably
plots of
season
any
1.
episodes.
It's probably season 1 because season 1 had more of the Hammer horror kind of thematic, and then
Exactly.
they switched gears in season 2 and made it more kind of an action adventure, but they kind of lost the bubble at that point.
Oh.
Season
Definitely
1
candy.
really had some really kind of deep, kind of mind bleep kind of episodes.
Agreed.
was cool.
Radioactive.
The
Huh?
opening sequence was always cool.
I said
The music was
I
great.
agree. Oh yeah.
So I'm going to be starting the retro reels part of this channel pretty soon.
Cool.
Where I'm going to be talking about movies. Would you guys like to see the trailer, or can I show? Well, can I show it?
You show it.
It's your
It's your
channel,
channel,
you-
dude.
Yeah,
Do what you
yeah,
want.
yeah.
No, I
do whatever you want.
Give us
So
some,
we were
brother.
talking about 2010, and it reminded me of this launch trailer I made a year or so ago, and I'm getting ready to start actually doing this. So,
Did
I'm
everyone see 2010 in the theater?
Yes,
I did
No.
did.
I was too young.
1984. I saw that. I was home on leave, and I remember seeing it right before exactly came out after Christmas or around that time, I think. And I was at 1984. I had just turned, I think 19. I was 19.
Okay, I was 10.
I remember seeing.
Oh,
I was
stop
negative
it, all you
2.
youngsters.
I was negative 2. 84.
I loved 1984. I think was my favorite year. But
you know what amazed me about that film was that when I saw it was that I going, wow, Keir Dalia didn't look any different. He didn't look like he'd aged a day.
Yeah.
Who's that?
He was the guy that
Keir
played.
Dalia.
Yeah, he's the one that played David Bowman, and he reprised his role in the in 2010, and he didn't really look like he'd aged a day, even though he was a good 16 to 17 years older.
Neither did the guy that played Gary Mitchell.
Yeah.
I don't was
Still
Gary
alive.
Mitchell in that? I don't
Yeah.
recall Gary Mitchell.
He
having
wasn't in it, but he was in the Star Trek Unification video.
And I thought Helen Mirren was spectacular in that movie. I love anything she's in. She's a great actress.
Was she in 2010?
Yeah,
Yes,
she was the lead
she was
Russian.
the Soviet captain.
She was the commander of the
Okay.
Russian.
Yeah, and then
It's
she
been
played
so long
Golda.
since I've seen 2010 that I don't recall. I remember. I'll tell you who I remember being in that movie. It was the guy from Third Rock from the Sun.
John Lithgow.
Yeah, John Lithgow. That's who I remember.
he
John
was the
Lithgow,
engineer.
and then wasn't
He almost looked like Richard Dreyfuss, the guy that reprogrammed Hal.
Yes,
Weirdo.
there was a guy that looked like Richard Dreyfuss in the film. And then there was the dude. I know his face, but I can't remember the actor's name. Roy Schneider. That's the guy.
Yeah, he's great in everything he's in.
I love Roy Scheider.
Yeah. So
we're gonna need a bigger boat.
I will, and Radioactive. I don't think you've ever seen this. This is some of the best editing I think I've done, and I did this a year or so ago. It's a kind of a prelude to this channel, what it was supposed to be. So I'm gonna hit play.
I'm gonna be talking to you, Sean, about you hitting you up for some friggin' technical advice.
Can you guys hear the?
Yep, we hear it.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Talk to me, Hudson. Multiple signals. They're close. The main
Love this one.
Go through. I'm Chris Knight. Oh no.
Yes.
Duck again.
That's great.
It's a classic. I love that movie.
Hey, come on. Get in. Hurry up. Come on.
Look, we depend on the summer people here for our very lives.
You are not going to have it, sir. We're not only going to have to close the picture, we're going to prove your arguments. I gave you my arguments.
We're not convinced. Want to hear them again.
Shall we play a game?
Now, what's all this crud about no movie tonight?
Fathers, brothers, nephews,
I love space.
Doesn't bring a big arrow, friend. You're gonna have to put you on the game, friend.
Game? You want game? I'll give you game.
Classic.
You stay. I go.
Hey! I'm someone trying to kill me!
4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Full thrust.
Fucking awesome.
There it is.
Sean,
Fucking
did you have a
Sean.
similar similar like lead or trailer like this before when you were starting? Because I remember you had some reviews on your channel initially, like the black hole and a few others.
I did. Yeah, I
And
was
then you stopped, and then I know you
because
stopped.
they weren't getting any views.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I reviewed the black hole. I reviewed God, what's my favorite? One of my favorite.
Final Countdown.
Final Countdown. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, see, because I was
love that
watching your
movie.
channel, I was watching your cinema review.
Were you really?
Yes, I was the one that gave you the comment early on about the black hole and the fact that it debuted like 2 weeks prior to, or no, 2 weeks after Star Trek: The Motion Picture in '79, and that's one of the reasons why I think the black hole didn't do very well at the box office.
Yes.
Star Trek: The Motion Picture just overwhelmed it.
It was so good. The black hole was so good. So
I think
was
the black hole is better than Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
it really is.
Yeah.
It in a lot of ways, yeah. And the Final Countdown is such a great movie.
Oh, I love that movie.
It's great.
It is
I think
so
I saw
well
that in the
made.
theater too.
You know what, Jen? So many people say that they're like, "Oh, the Final Countdown, the one with Kirk Douglas, where that aircraft carrier goes back in time." Everybody loves that movie.
That movie,
and they don't
can watch
realize.
it I can watch it anytime.
Yeah, and they don't realize that movie was a better recruiting tool for the Navy than Top Gun was.
Oh, hell yeah. Know what's another thing so sad about Star Trek: The Motion Picture? It could have been so much better. It could have been something.
I love it though. I love it the way it is. I absolutely
bomb.
adore that movie.
You like Star Trek: The Motion Picture? I
I
like it.
adore it.
I like it, but I thought it could have been a little bit better. But
It could
There
have been
was
better,
actually some footage that did get left on the cutting room floor. There was a video recently in the past few months that came out, and they had a whole set of scenes that they were planning to insert into there in the final part where they're going through V'ger, and it never made the cut. And in some ways, it may have been what they were trying to do was almost too much for the effects work of the day. But it would have been impressive.
Oh, Miskatonic Madman, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Maybe I should do some more. Maybe I should pick it up again.
Maybe you just need to have retro reels and then retro games.
Well, I like them both, but I don't know. I'm not trying to make money on this thing.
You do know there are a bunch of channels. When you do a search on retro reels and games, I get everything except your channel. I'm not joking. I mean, I literally had to bookmark your stuff because if I put it into YouTube, it comes up with everything, a bunch of like retro reels and games. I'm going, how can there be like a billion?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm not doing it for subs. I'm doing it because I like it. I like.
Maybe it needs to just be called Sean Carter's retro reels and games.
Maybe.
There you go.
I'm not monetizing my channel. I'm just doing it because I want to gather a bunch of guys. I'm starting down the road as soon as I get a few more things in place. I'm starting on Mondays. I'm doing an episode a week, a day, probably a week on Mondays. Just going through, starting with the No Place to Hide from Lost in Space, the unaired pilot, and working all the way through season 1. Pretty much, having panels and people that want to do it. I got slides. I got the episodes. I broke them down from the original series into individual clips on my own, and I've got them saved each episode for each season. I'm working on almost done with season 2 when I get them, and I'm just going to start doing it and have everybody talk about it. Go through the slides and just discuss the show, the people that made it, and all the good stuff about it and the bad stuff. That's what I'm into. I don't want to make any money on this thing. I just want to have a good time.
Cool. Excellent. Yeah. No, if you if you're having fun doing it, that's all that matters.
This is a passion of mine. I love science fiction and talking about it. I didn't know there were so many people like me out there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Now, how long ago did you do those original reviews, Sean?
Oh, a year and a half.
Yes,
okay.
because his show was called Showcase Cinema, and then I remember Sean changed the name to Retro Reels and Games, and somehow I got a message from Sean somewhere on YouTube, and I'm going, "What the heck's Retro Reels and Games? I'm not subscribed to this channel."
Yeah, but subscribe
And
to
I
his
couldn't
other channel.
find. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, because it was like it was popped up in my subscriptions. And I'm going, what channel is that? I'm going. I'm looking for Sean Carter, and then somehow I finally figured out it was you had renamed your channel from Showcase Cinema.
Oh, Germ's got to get going.
Yeah.
All right. It's great being here. Good to meet you guys.
Nice meeting you, Resolute.
So, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you have a good night, sir.
Later, Germ. We'll see you on the Teak Show.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Good night,
buddy. Meeting you.
Canadian Spider-Man says he's out of here too.
What? Oh. Ah, okay. All right. So I'm gonna go rogue here. There we go. Wait.
That looks so cool.
Oh, that's just my Wait, what the hell? Hold on. Vamp amongst yourselves.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I did not know who I didn't see any of your reviews from the before, Sean, because I didn't even know you really until about a year ago when Raquel on Clavy's channel kept calling you Sean Carter from Mars. So, that's when I think I first saw you on YouTube. Yeah.
Well, that's me.
And then I found that channel, and then your sci-fi model guy off of Tony's. I didn't find this one until you started playing games. Late at night, the retro reels and games thing.
Mm.
But yeah, this is the one that I've seen you most active in recently. So
that's so nice. How do you make that stuff like that, Sean? I'm just blown away by your graphics, Stack of Irons, Doomcocks. I don't want a copy, but I want just something kind of like an intro with some Lost in Space music, and maybe have my guests like they would do in the Windows. Without copying other people, just have like an intro and then an ending, stuff like that. A little bit of stuff just to, jazz it up a bit.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
You do have to watch out for using copyrighted music. That is the one thing you have to be cautious of.
Yeah, it's always the music more than the images, always. So
okay.
Yeah. I had posted a bunch of
there we go.
You got. Oh, there you go. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go step away here for Jedi, for you.
Is this the dresser where the drawers open by themselves?
Well, that's down here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into the garage here, and Jedi, you're gonna love what I'm gonna show you here.
I'm probably
All right.
That's the Sean Carter mystery drawer.
Yeah.
So you have to keep talking because I can't see what I'm pointing at.
There's probably nothing latex in
higher, just a little higher. Oh, there's where all the dead bodies are stashed.
Oh, there's a Jupiter 2 you built.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Is that a Mobius? Is that a Mobius or is that a
yes
Polar Lights?
It's a Mobius.
Yeah. Okay. This is the mine is. I think I get the Mobius too.
Right.
No, mine's a Polar Lights. I get the Polar Lights, but of course I haven't built it yet. Still in box.
All right.
That
so
is nice.
give me one second here. Give me a second.
You put the lighting kit in, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's gonna be sweet.
Yeah. That is awesome.
Oh wow, I'm jealous. They want $200 for the lighting kit for Mobius.
200
just for the lighting kit.
Just for the lighting kit. Yeah.
I did this custom.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do that stuff.
There we
I
go.
mean,
There
if
we
you
go.
got
Here
the
we go.
skills, you got even the computer panels in. You got the seats painted the proper black color. Is it matte black or did you use a semi-gloss?
It's Matt.
That's beautiful.
Hold
Oh,
on a minute.
I bet you airbrushed too, and you did the friggin'
Oh,
you got the
the
friggin'
ground effects is
you got
cool.
the
Yeah.
fusion core going and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fusion
Oh
core.
wow, dude!
Nice.
I should send you all my
Nice.
models and have you build them for me.
So here's
No, I want to build them.
here's a
Robot
B9.
B9. That's beautiful. Did it come with it?
No, I ordered them. They're resin.
Oh,
So-
nice. They probably 3D print them, right?
Yeah. So there you go.
You can literally build your own robot. There's a whole club on Facebook my friends belong to. They spend big bucks on that shit. I think they're like 30. Yeah, go ahead.
There's the family.
Oh, you got them in the freezing tubes
Whoa.
and everything in the right. Well, Major West should be in the last one on the right.
Well, yeah, and here's Dr. Smith.
Yeah.
He's out, of course.
Yeah.
He should be in this couch underneath in the lower deck.
Yeah, but
the elevator. Let me see. Pan in on the elevator. How you
that part?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to have to finally unwrap my my Lost in Space collection that I bought several years ago. I've got the whole DVD or whatever it was, Blu-ray collection.
I got it too.
You should make that. From where you're at, can you make that big, Sean?
What's that?
Can you make from where you're at? Can you make that big? Can you blow that up on the screen?
What? I don't know what you're looking at.
You're little. You're still in this little.
Oh,
there we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Hold on.
That's the whole set, Jedi Master.
Yeah,
That's the whole set.
But I moved it into this lunchbox and jewel cases because the containers they're like a cardboard sleeves in the box set. But it's got some really cool extras that I'm going to show you. It comes with a script from the Reluctant Bill Mummy's script. This is all the specials right here. This is what it came in.
Oh, we can't see it yet, Jedi.
Yeah, you're gonna have to show us that after.
Sean, Sean's.
Okay, Sean, you're going first. Okay, no worries.
He's showing the blow up of his model.
That is beautiful.
So I got the I can turn the frequency up there.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Nice.
beautiful. That's perfect. Oh my! You even got the console.
Yeah,
so much detail, Sean.
Sean, you need to come on to Facebook and show my friends this in some of the Lost in Space groups. They would love this. Oh my God, the detail!
The elevator's awesome.
And this is the Mobius kit.
Yeah,
I'm
getting
got
a
one
fire
of those.
extinguisher in the corner there.
So Sean, how long did it take you to put that together?
about 6 months, and here's a little diorama I made with rocks from my front yard and some moss and shit like that.
But okay, when you say 6 months, though, I mean that's just offhand, right? I mean that's off the cuff.
Oh yeah, I mean I probably about 40 hours.
That's
all.
Yeah,
that's amazing, Sean.
But
it's utterly amazing.
But here's all my other shit. Like
wow, look at all the kits you've got.
You got
Battlestar
Galactica. Oh my God! Optimus
the
Prime.
boxes down below there, are those empty boxes or are those kits you have yet to build?
Oh my!
These are kits I haven't built yet.
Wow,
dude!
Oh, a
look at all
D7
this
in there,
stuff.
right?
Ecto 1.
Oh my God!
Look at that. He's got.
Yeah, look at this.
Cylon Raider.
Yeah,
old
and that's a Revell.
Yeah, that's an old one. This here is from 1979.
That's my favorite.
Wow.
And
Sean, can I ask you a question, a side comment? Have you ever, I know you do only like retro games, kind of, sort of, but have you ever played Battlestar Galactica Deadlock?
No.
You should play it, and let me tell you why. Because as a game, it did the best job of tying together the old series with the new series, and you can play all the ships from both the old and the new. I mean, it really ties it all together. It's almost like a bridge between the two series.
I'll need to look at it.
It's on Steam.
Can you guys see that the communicator?
Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
That Gary Ambrosia sent that to me. It's made from the original mold of the original prop.
I watched the video where he made those. That was a really cool process. Yeah.
Yeah, he gave me one, so I put that in this kit here with the.
That is.
Oh wow!
You got some skills, mate. Do you airbrush, Gary?
Yeah. Yeah, I do some. So here's a runabout right there.
Oh,
nice.
Nice.
Wow.
With the weapons battle on damage. The top too.
It's beautiful.
Can I ask another question, Sean? Have you ever like gone to like one of these con events, whatever, Comic-Con or whatever, and like sold your models? No, you just do it for yourself, right?
Yeah, it's just for me, and I give away a lot of most of the stuff I do. I give away, but here's the Enterprise C.
Cool.
Enterprise TOS with some lit warp nacelles.
Dang,
that looks amazing.
Cool.
There's some
unbelievable
X-wing, TIE fighter.
Cool.
Snow speeder.
Yeah, the TIE Advanced.
TIE Advanced. He had the turret from the Death Star there.
Colonial Viper. That's cool. That might be that's a cooler ship than the X-wing, man. My opinion.
I don't know. I take an X-wing over a Colonial fighter.
There's Devastator right there.
Yeah.
And just other little stuff. Here's a Deep Space Station.
Starbase.
Or K. Was it K9 or K?
K7.
7. Yeah, it's K7 with the tribbles.
K7.
Yeah, the tribbles. There's a bird of prey right here.
Wow, that's nice.
Hold on. There we go.
The detail's amazing.
And the Reliant.
Yeah, the Reliant right there.
Nice.
Enterprise D, another D right there.
Reliant was such an amazing thing when that first came on screen. It's like I kept asking myself, why have we not seen more ships? It was like the first time they really broke with showing like a Constitution class ship in Star Trek. They hadn't really shown anything. The closest you got was the animated series, I think, where they had shown like a predecessor to the Constitution class. It was the episode. I think it was All of Our Yesterdays or something was the name of the episode in TAS. The one where we first see Robert April.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Robert April, the first commander of the USS Enterprise.
Right, and the Reliant, when they filmed it, it was supposed to be inverted. So like these nacelles were supposed to be on top.
Yeah, I did hear that story. I heard that story. Yeah.
So I got up here.
Well, the Enterprise was
there's the D.
supposed to be upside down as well.
True. And there's more of the D, and then I've got the NX-01 right there with some lights. Where's T'Pol and her boobies?
Somewhere inside the ship.
Team Hoshi. Hoshi.
Nice.
But yeah, and other than that, real quick, here's a work in progress if you guys are interested. These are the nacelles for the Enterprise C that I'm working on, and I'm retrofitting her to have look more like a Constitution class.
Oh wow!
So there she is, and the pylons are going to go out this way. So yeah, cool. And this is what the lights look like.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway,
now what is the lore behind that? Is that going to be the ambassador class retrofit?
Yeah, it's going to be like the ambassador class.
Ambassador Class 2, if you use the same analogy that the Constitution 2?
Yeah, kind of like prototype ambassador class is going to be the Constellation B, and the B, which by the way I might do down there. There you go, right there, the refit. That's the 3-foot model.
Cool.
That's the 3-foot.
I heard a rumor that you might be looking at building the NCC 1883 Conestoga class. Is that true?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe. Oh yeah, here you go.
Oh, the Discovery.
Wow.
There you
This
go.
was
Now
this
that's
was a gift by my wife. Look at the price on that.
I
they're
can't see it.
expensive.
Yeah, we can't make that out.
$200.
Tamaya kits
Wow.
are my favorite.
Yeah, my wife got that for me for my birthday. It's a $200 kit. But I got the Marquis ship.
Voyager.
Well, you're going to have
PS9.
to start having like a giveaway thing or something, Sean.
Yeah.
Or
Well, I
something
do.
for
I do.
DC's channel or for DC.
I do. Right here. So these two enterprises are being given away. This one's going to Colorado Burton, and this one's going away to another viewer.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna cut off the camera.
That is so cool. Thank you for showing me that.
Oh, you're welcome, man.
Yeah, those were always those.
I'm
Those
impressed.
were awesome.
Your skill. I thought I was pretty good at building models, but man, I got the electrical work itself. The wiring must be so meticulous.
Yeah. Hold on. Sorry.
That's better. Okay.
Feedback.
There we go. Sorry, guys.
Photon torpedoes away.
I feel like I was bragging for the whole time. I'm embarrassed.
No, that was really cool. That was really cool. I liked seeing all those ships. That was awesome.
Yeah, but no, the lighting's fun. It's all hard. I like the Enterprise C I'm doing. This is taking forever.
Yeah.
But Jedi, if you want to see it, it's the sci-fi model guy.
Yeah, I know. I'm following you.
Are you? Okay.
I was watching one of your little quick videos about you were unpackaging you were showing one of your Star Trek, your starships. Yeah, I broke out the Blu-ray set. I broke out my Blu-ray set for JT Kirk because he said he was going to buy it, or someone said they wanted to buy it. So this is what comes with it. This is the original script.
Wait, hold on. Let me give you a solo here. Hold on.
No, it's okay. Is this big enough?
There you go.
That's what she said.
This is the script, the Reluctance second revised shooting final, the Reluctant Stowaway that comes with the Blu-ray, July 8th, 1965. This is Bill Mummy's part.
Oh, wow.
And this came with a Blu-ray set.
So you've talked to the guy.
I talked to him. I asked him permission before I went on Pop Culture Breakdown if I could plug his website, because where he sells BillMummy.com and AngelaCartwrightStudios.com. I'm friends with her on Facebook. I just don't see them like I did with Mark because they're on the West Coast. They would come back east and do a show, and I would go see them and get pictures, and we chit chat. Not like the irregular people that just go through. After we'd kind of chit chat a little bit and hang out and mill around together and stuff. But Mark Goddard lived in Duxbury, Mass. I lived in Plymouth and in Marshfield. So me and my wife went to the local shows and we just became friends with him. I got invited to his 82nd birthday party. It was the most
Bill
amazing.
Mumy?
No, Mark Goddard.
Okay. Your Bill Mumy's not 82. I'm like, wait.
No, Bill Mummy's 71. Mark Goddard passed away in 2010. October of 2010, Mark Goddard passed away. Not 2010, 2020, 2020. It was 2023. He just passed away.
No. Bill Mumy he reprised his Twilight Zone role, didn't he?
Yes, and then I think it was in the 80 movie.
I think it was more recent.
Yeah, but I know he was in the 2018 Lost in Space series on Netflix. He really supported
Oh,
that.
was he?
Yeah, he played Dr. Swift. There was a real, you got to watch it. There's a couple things about it I don't like because the way they made Will start
Well,
out,
I
he was in
watched it.
this.
I rather enjoyed it actually. And,
I liked it, and I liked the friggin' finish. They finally completed it. It was like they didn't
yeah,
leave you
well, they
hanging.
kind of did. I mean, they sent Will and the robot out on some adventures, but
Yeah.
I remember with pop culture, not pop culture curator was a big Lost in Space fan, and he didn't care for the show. Oh, look at that!
This comes with it too. The blueprint of the robot, Bob Kinoshita's blueprint.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
With the Blu-ray set. These are all extras with the Blu-ray set.
Oh, really? That looks like it's
Yeah.
something authentic.
Yes. Well, I'm sure they're prints. It's not the originals because they sold these right now are pretty expensive on eBay. I got this originally. Actually, it was a gift from my sister, and they come with these too. The cards, each character. I really don't take them out, and it talks about in this. It's like a little like collector trading card. It comes with it too, and I put the actual discs in this lunchbox I bought, and I keep them in the jewel cases because it protects them better. Because the
Yeah.
cardboard sleeves really suck and they'd scratch up the
Sure.
Blu-rays.
Yeah.
I don't want to destroy it, but that's my Blu-ray. I love it, and you can see all the mistakes because it's so crisp. In the
Yeah,
Blu-ray.
I found that I got the Star Wars A New Hope on 4K. It was a new remaster, and I remember watching it. I'm like, it took me out of the movie because you could see all the scratches and flaws on Darth Vader and the scratches on C-3PO. Like it just took me out of it.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that, like West or Radioactive?
No,
Seen which?
Well, like the 4K version of Star Wars, A New Hope.
No, I haven't seen a 4K version. I don't think.
I bought it thinking, oh, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna just experience Star Wars in this new super clear version. But the beginning of the movie, when they're on the Rebel ship, you see the sandpaper, you see the scuffs. It's so clear, it takes you out of the movie.
In other words, you're seeing all the flaws in the actual production.
Yes. You see every flaw in the costumes and the plastic, and
you want to know something? When they started to really come out with the I forget what it was, the Blu-rays, and back around 2010 or so, and the new TVs that would show it, you would see it on like say Aliens or whatever demoed on televisions like about 15 years ago, and all of a sudden they're like, this doesn't look like the film anymore. It looks like
Right.
it's all shot in video or some weird thing. It was clear, but it just didn't look right somehow. So I would guess that if you keep upping the resolution like they're doing, you're just going to start seeing the flaws and imperfections in the production.
Well, yeah, especially with the 35 millimeter film that they were using back then, you can upscale that to like 20K. I mean, it's so perfect. When you upscale it to the point where it's beyond what our human eyes can see, it just looks off.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Jedi, that's a good collection, man.
This is I got my Planet of the Apes stuff finally out.
Oh,
and I
show
had to break up my other bookcase. It's all there. There's my original Aurora Planet of the Apes kits in the boxes, and I got my Batman stuff down there, and I got a Batmobile, and then I got my bus, and then I got it's like a Batman. Look, it's my Frankenstein. Excuse me.
There you go.
My Frankenstein monster, Mobius Frankenstein, and I got my my Seaview sub, got my Chariot, my Space Pod.
Well, there you go.
Madman's got a good point. If you have the Star Wars laser discs, you won't have that fine grain resolution. It'll look
Right, yeah.
like the stuff that it used to. I have my laser discs, but they're all kind of all boxed up somewhere.
I
Yeah.
use my Blu-ray.
Well, the thing is, but the 4K, it was only the beginning of the movie that it took me out of. Because they're on the rebel ship and everything's so white and you can see everything. You can see every flaw. They should have toned it down a little bit on that cut because the space battles and the Death Star and the Falcon, all the rest looks fine.
But at least it's real Star Wars. I mean, you don't have a bunch of soy crap floating around.
Right? Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
there is that.
Yeah. But anyway, I think it's kind of late. It's 2:00 Central Time for me. So
yeah, it's
3
getting,
here. Yeah,
or early.
Yeah,
hard
and
enough.
3 for West.
I was about to say I need to duck out.
Yeah,
I need to. I hope I didn't talk too much, guys.
No, it was good looking at this stuff, man. It was awesome.
No, you're fine, dude. I like the sharing.
I talk too much when I smoke pot.
No, are you kidding? I was sharing stupid plastic models. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Next time, man, we get together, I get some cool pictures that I never. Now that I know how to operate this thing, finally, I practiced for like 2 hours the other day.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
I went in the studio on my own where they let you, and I started uploading pictures. Because when I do a stream, I want to be fluid. I want to be able to do it right. And I just don't want to make an ass out of myself, in other words.
No, you're not. But let me ask you: Are you doing any model builds or anything of the Lost in Space
I have
stuff?
not started to build any of these kits. My wife said you got. My dad, may he rest in peace. He built wooden ships. He left me all these tools and stuff to build like micro wood, like really good Dremel tools and everything.
Sure.
I've got everything I need, but I just need I'm working on this YouTube stuff now. And I got like that's on my plate, so I do that. I've been saying I want to build these for years, and I keep saying it. By the time I start, I'll be like 80 years old if I don't get going on it. So I am going to get on one of them. I got tanks and stuff in the closet too. I got a whole other chest full of friggin' Lost in Space toy, like other Lost Space. I got a lithograph by Jim Kirka when they came out in the '97 movie. They did a beautiful lithograph. I got that in its tube. I got to get that framed. That's $300 there to get something like that framed. So.
Well, try some of the models. You might have fun building them.
I used to build tanks all the time.
Yeah, so I mean they've got the chariot is available. You can get a B9.
I got the chariot right there.
You got the model? Well, you got to build it.
Chariot. I got to build it. I get the space
build it
too. Yeah, I know. I gotta build it, but then it will be out of the box, and then where will I put it? And it'll get.
You know what? Hey, these things like
everywhere in Florida.
You saw the original BSG model I showed, right?
Yeah.
The original Galactica I showed you.
Yeah.
That was boxed in 1979. That I ordered it off of eBay. That model was made to be built and displayed. You don't want to keep those things in a box.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like they're meant to be played with. They're meant to be aired. Don't worry about if you can always repaint things.
I'm not worried about painting. I'm pretty good at that part. And
yeah,
it's just me setting up the bench and just
but no, it's suffocating in that box. You got to release it. Yeah. Let that thing out like that Galactica I have. I mean I built it. I put lights in it. I drilled holes in there for the windows. I recreated the decals. I printed the red stripes. I printed all that stuff on decal sheets. And now she's in her glory, and I can light her up.
Yeah, and I got a
build
sea view too. I got to build my sea view too.
Yeah. Oh, build them, baby. Those things are meant to be displayed. Play with them.
I'm going to. I really am. You guys are great to hang out with. JT, it was great meeting you. Wes,
yeah, likewise.
Always great talking to you, brother. Radioactive.
Yes, nice meeting you.
Yeah. If you got links, channels, I've put them out.
Yeah. Do you guys want to plug, or we're gonna say goodnight? Hello.
Anybody need to plug?
JT, you want to plug? Anyone want to plug? Wes
Sorry, I
Cagle?
was on mute. Let's see here. Yeah, tomorrow night I'll be on Dave C's channel. Getting down with Dave at 9:30 Eastern. We'll be going over the 1977 Black Panther run. That's all Jack Kirby all the time. It's some great stuff.
Cool.
So
good.
Hope to see you guys then.
And Wes Cagle. What say you, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm wherever you're gonna find me. Sometimes I'm here with John. Sometimes I'm here with Tony. Sometimes I'm with Dad Man. You know, you never know. Sometimes I'm even on with T. Especially if he's talking about Mustache Man. But, that's about it. I just, I like being on with you guys. You guys make me laugh. So.
Yeah, it's always fun, man. I love hanging out with everybody. You guys are my buddies.
I've never met
thank
you
you.
kind of folks since I started doing this. I've Tony's taking me under his wing, Stock of Iron, and you've been great, Sean. You're a lot of fun. I love hanging out. You're funny. You like to laugh. You don't take things too. I come on. This is my therapy. I tell my wife,
Yeah, me
this
too.
is therapeutic.
I'm the same way. I'm the same. Tony and I talk almost every day, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I bump him. He's the one that's teaching me things and stuff. Everybody, I'm learning from you. I'm Doomcock. I learn from him. I watch and observe, and I just, I want to do something. I don't want to copy nobody. That's my thing. I want to do something all from my heart and what I'm into, and just I got all kinds of shit I want to talk about, like the Forbidden Planet, like B movies.
Oh, that's such a. I finally watched that movie the first time 6 months ago.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. I know I'm ashamed. I know. Flog me. Flog me.
You know what that
That's a
movie's based
take on
on,
The
don't you?
Tempest.
Yes, it's Shakespeare.
Yeah, I know, and it's prototype Star Trek. I mean, it's proto Star Trek right there.
Oh, and the friggin' visuals are stunning for that movie.
Yeah, Leslie
I
Nielsen,
love the way it's filmed.
as funny as he
serious
is or
movie.
was, like that,
Leslie
But
Nielsen.
well, yeah. There we go. So that is this.
Oh, I thought that someone was a friggin' incontinent, and you better check
No.
the drawers.
It's the Leslie Nielsen machine. There you go. But no, that movie was so good. I need to go back and rewatch it about 10 times.
I like
the other thing is the fact that was actually, I think, shot in Technicolor, real Technicolor, and now that was a Disney film, I think, or they had used Disney animators in the making of the effect shots in that.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was bleeding edge for its time. You think about that. The most 50s sci-fi movies weren't anything like that. That was like Star Wars for the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
William Shakespeare is right.
And you didn't see a film like that really put things over the top until probably 2001, which then set the next level of effects work, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was everything playing practical before that.
Well, it was a lot of miniatures. They had a lot of miniatures. They were doing a lot of the original rotoscoping work.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It didn't, but it had if you go back and look at most films, they look kind of, you can tell it's models, right? But Forbidden Planet didn't really have that issue.
It was so well done. It's one of those things where like the original can't be beat.
Yeah, they better never try to remake that. I'll lose my shit.
Well,
Oh,
they
I
have
know.
tried. I remember seeing some things where there was some efforts that I don't think obviously they never went anywhere, but there was some discussions like 15, 20 years ago about remaking Forbidden Planet. I forget who was connected to it, but it's just like Logan's Run. There's been discussions of remaking Logan's
No,
Run.
you
forever.
can't. You can't remake. You cannot reproduce the dystopian stuff that was in the 70s. You can't.
No way.
Like Logan's Run or the Silent Running is another one. You could
I
never
love that
remake
movie.
Silent Running. You can never remake it.
Well, you could, but here's the real problem.
It wouldn't have the impact.
Well,
Unless you had Greta Thunberg saying, "How dare you?"
No, well, there's the problem. It's the agenda people. It's
How
the agenda
dare
people that would
Yeah.
F it all up, right? That's the problem with all the stuff that's being made today. It doesn't matter. who
Yeah,
makes it,
and that's my
all this
point. Yeah.
agenda, pro-groomer, pro-communist crap. that's infiltrated.
Indoctrination.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all this garbage that needs to be just purged from our entire society.
Yeah. They wouldn't be able to help themselves if they remade Silent Running today. Like Silent Running in itself, yes, it was very progressive, it was very environmentalist, it was all those things, but it was contained within itself. And it sent a message of warning, but now if they redid it today, there would be speeches and monologues and all these bullshit things.
The interesting thing about Silent Running is the fact that you look at those models and well, for one, they reuse the ship in or a variant of that ship in Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, they do.
Both the original and in the remake.
Yeah, that was the one where the old guy had to make out with the chick, and they were laughing about it. The outtakes. They're like, "You're too old for me." I know, but let's make out. No, I have a Huey or Dewey model 3D print that I have to paint. I have to light it. I bought it off eBay. It was a horrible rendition, but I'm going to try. But yeah, you could never remake those today because it would just be too filled with the message. Instead of just like Silent Running, you go back and look at it today. It says everything it needs to say, without monologues and without speeches and without soliloquies. Like it just gets it, and everyone can appreciate it. Or am I wrong?
Sean, I'm gonna have to duck out here. Sorry to
Yeah, I'm
to hear.
Yeah,
I got to get to bed too. It's 3 a.m. My wife.
Yes, it is.
But
yeah.
Have a great morning. Have a great Wednesday, everybody. Sorry.
All right, guys.
Have a
It
good night.
was
Thanks.
a pleasure meeting you.
Later, JT.
You as well, Jedi.
Radioactive. God bless you all.
See you,
I
Wes.
love
See you,
you
Radio.
all, man. I like.
We're gonna end it.
anytime.
Okay. All right, Sean.
All right, guys. Good night, everybody.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having me
everyone,
on the show, Sean.
for hopping in. Appreciate
May
you.
the Schwartz
Excellent.
be with you.
The Schwartz.
See you guys.
Spaceballs, the quest for more money.